Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You here for hot tea? All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Y'all, let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat because we know I don't like getting on live. I'm always having technical difficulties. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Hi, everybody. What's up? What's up? Welcome. Thank you for joining my live. Yes, y'all can hear me. Good. Let's say hey to everybody in the chat. Jesse, you got to know good and goddamn well my name is not trending. But shout out to trending. But ain't no way you thought I was trending. Ain't no way. On God Green's earth. You clicked the here for hot tea button and thought I was trending at some point. But shout out to Trending at some point because I'm always over there watching her videos. For the most part, she did a live today and I was on that live. And I know Trending is in the chat. So what's up, Trending? But you did a lot. She did a live earlier today and I was over there watching the live. I don't be commenting, you know what I'm saying? Because I try not to comment. And I was on Char Live too. But I was over there commenting because I was triggered by the Blueface thing. But shout out to you, Jesse. Hey, girl, but I'm not trending and you knew that. Hey, Monica. Hi. Sienna, Senna. Hi. Linda Gamble. Hello. How are you? Hey, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Trending. And y'all should know who Trending is by now, but Trending basically covers like all reality lawsuits, court cases. Baby, I'll be over there. I never knew. And you know what? Some people were saying over there in your chat, like they never knew they needed or they were into court cases and lawsuits until your channel came about. And girl, I be pulled in because it be so much going on. And you be breaking it down. And you know what? I really thought that you had some type of background in that career. Like I really thought you were a lawyer or something like that. You so calm, you so poised, you know, the type of people that I really enjoy. Ain't it crazy? I really like all of the calm people. Like I really enjoy Miss Sherry G. I love Chit. Y'all know I love Chit Chat. But Chit Chat, she'll light your ass up maybe. You know, but she calm for the most part. I love Queen Sheba. Y'all know all this. But anyways, let me see. Hi, welcome. Hi, Val B. Good morning over there in New Jersey. Hey, Miss B. How are you? You love it here. Hello. You can already hear the Sanford and Son B. Look, I'm going to try to make this not too long, okay? I'm going to try to get right to the point, okay, y'all? I just want to review Love and Marriage Huntsville because I haven't been on live in a long time. And I'm like, let me go live. Hey, Margaret, how are you? Hi, welcome, welcome. Hey, Journey to Jasmine. Y'all, I feel like Journey to Jasmine is my friend in real life. We don't know each other, but I think that's my friend. And y'all gonna have to excuse me because today I'm on live on my phone. Hey, Aubrey. How are you? Welcome, New York and Virginia Beach in the building. Hi, Jasmine. Hey, y'all. Okay, so everybody can hear me. Everybody can hear me. Miss Ree, hello. DJ M.O., hi, or DJ Mo. Hey, Monique, welcome. Hey, Lisa. Let me see. Hi, Don. How are you? Hey y'all, everybody in the chat. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna play. I don't want to play the whole episode on my phone, but I am gonna play the clips that they post on Instagram because I feel like those are the clips that kind of get straight to the point. When I want to nitpick and I want to I guess pay attention to mannerisms and demeanors, that's when I kind of use the full clip. But I want to get straight to the point when it comes to this review, because I also got a video that I need to post about Kimmy. I did a debunkture on why Kimmy wasn't invited to Mill's name change ceremony. I'm trying to understand what was so hard about that. Like, girl, Kimmy really aggravates me. I'm going to be on her ass for quite some time, I see, because she has nothing going on. Hey, Canadians, they in the building too. Yeah, the bushes do be lit. Let me see. I don't know why you excited, trending girl. I'm finna get in and out. But yeah, I really don't be on live. I don't be on live, but I'm glad to be on live. I just feel like when you on live, it's a certain level of attention you have to give the crowd, and y'all, I do not have a good attention span. Okay, maybe it's the Gen Z in me. I just don't have a good attention span. Um, you in right? We got we look okay. We relate. We relate. We don't always agree, but we relate, and I feel like we agree 99% of the time. I'm just gonna say we don't always agree because well, I don't know. Yeah, Kimmy is so aggravating. Okay, so let's get into it. Everybody, y'all get in. Y'all like the video. I don't know if y'all liking the video or not. I can't tell at this moment. But if you done came up in here, go ahead and like the video. It's 97 people in the chat. So don't be y'all. When it should definitely be 97 likes at the least. Unless you a hating asshole. I understand why you wouldn't engage. But anywho, y'all, let's talk about it. So first, let's go down the line and let's talk about Mill and the hair care, because I'm surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I was not thinking Mill would do hair care at this moment. You know what I'm saying? But I am happy nonetheless. So a lot of y'all were like, why didn't she do what is it, a shampoo? I would only assume she wouldn't do a shampoo because what she described the line to be about. And also I feel like shampoos may or may not be difficult, just based because everybody's hair texture is different. I already explained that to y'all in one of my videos about porosity, etc. So I'm excited. Did y'all get y'all stuff? Because I don't know what to expect. I'm not gonna lie, but I am gonna test it out. And I'm trying to get myself prepared, because I think I want to make an entire video so y'all can see. Like, I'm going to go and get my hair done by my hairstylist. I'm going to tell her to use the products on my hair, okay? And I'm going to do like routine maintenance, and I'm going to update y'all, and then I'm going to give my final opinions and thoughts like 3 months after the date, but I'm going to document it. So basically, I'm gonna try to add the product to my hair care regimen, and I'm gonna use it consistently and show y'all. But realistically, use the products like every 2 weeks. So twice a month, y'all are gonna get an update on the products or whatnot, and then we're gonna go from there. That's how I think I'm gonna do it, because I've been doing my own hair lately, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to give y'all a real in-depth video on the hair care if I don't, go to a hairstylist, so it can be recorded and all of that stuff. So I hope y'all ready for that, because I'm ready for that. I'm excited. I want to figure it, because that's really what I do for real. So I'm excited for all of that. Other than that, oh, one more thing. I want to talk about the Lexi thing, because I know before I get into the review, because I am going to talk about the Fletchers, because one thing that I did find interesting in this episode that came on Saturday was the fact that Chris or Nell didn't decide to mention or bring up Lexi again, which would lead me to believe that they are no longer going to feature her in their storyline. And I think that's unfortunate, but it'll also prove my point as far as them not giving enough attention to Lexi especially seeing as though her circumstances are completely different. So it wouldn't be out of the norm for her to feel like she is isolated or treated differently from the family. And now that we got this scene, and maybe producers edited it. Maybe producers edit it down to where, they could only release the part to where they were talking about Chris, but I doubt that. I feel like they never even mentioned Lexi at all. And like I said, that's just one of my points. But I know this is a very sensitive subject. I can tell, because a lot of people was offended by what I was saying, and it just made me feel like y'all are parent bullies. And if I say y'all, if it's not you, then I'm not talking about you. So talking too fast. So the generalization shouldn't make you feel any type of way. But we're going to get into that. Let's get into the clip. Oh, and one more thing. I am so ready to talk about Married to Medicine. We still got to talk about Basketball Wives. Y'all know I was on vacation. It was hard to keep up with all of that stuff. And then while I cover Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I'm so invested into Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's hard to cover other shows. And that's just something that Queen Sheba was also talking about when I was over watching her video. It's just hard to, But anyways, let's get into it. I want to start with the clip with Kimmy and Maurice. I am very annoyed by Kimmy and Maurice. Okay. I think that for Kimmy to consistently try to make herself a better woman for a boy that doesn't care about her is starting to really get on my nerve, because she is up in age. She needs someone that genuinely loves her and care about her and just want to spend time and days with her, want to travel, want to just vibe. Like, she's at the age, like Kimmy is my mother's age, basically, at the age where she should just be vibing there. It may be taking care of her grandkids, but like when she feels like it, right? Because ain't nobody trying to be taking care of no kids when they get to a certain age in life, as you can see with the monster situation. But Kimmy's son doesn't have any kids. So right now, I just feel like her and Maurice should be living the life. They're on national television. They're making money off of other people and their hard work. They claim they have these businesses. Live life. She was going through this hardship. I just would have loved to see like her, I guess, going to these facilities, going to her treatment appointments. I would have loved to see. Are we even going to see her ring the bell? We didn't see her ring the bell. Wait, y'all can't hear me? Hold on. Oh, okay. Now, ma'am, turn your sound up, okay? Don't be doing that. I don't know what's going on. Turn your sound up. But yeah, I would have loved to see more from Kimmy, because at the end of the day, I didn't really like her. Period. I didn't like her. But I can always appreciate people that can get on the show, get on national television and be true to themselves, be open and be honest, because it's that's bold. You know what I'm saying? So each and every time I hear her or see her get on TV and talk about her libido as if that's the only struggle that she's going through is very telling. And that's exactly why I have the series breaking down her and Maurice's relationship, because I don't care what anybody says. My intuition has never been wrong. And the way he treats her is very telling to how she got him. That is the only way. That's the only way to explain that. Is no other way to explain the way this man treats her. He treats her as if she's an object. And like she said, not multiple times, but like she said in this season, when she was sitting down with Mel, when Mel was giving, helping her with some treatment, right? Because Kimmy, again, the only thing Kimmy done did was get a yoni steam. Okay, a yoni steam. That's the only thing we've seen Kimmy do pertaining to this. She sat down with her friend and her friend gave her some sex toys, right? But Mel is the one that threw her a cancer party. Her husband didn't even want to throw her this party. Mel also, is taking her, oh, let's do a spa day. So, because you're, dealing with a lot or whatnot. I don't know. Kimmy is just out of control, but let's get into this clip. We're going to hear it. I'm not going to play it because I'm on live. So it's no way that I can, break the clip down to where I won't get copywritten. So we're gonna hear it. I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts and opinions, and then we're gonna go off that.
The priority to kind of nip tuck and get everything where it needs to be.
I don't even understand how I became one of the contractors.
Because you have allowed Michael to not tie up the loose ends, then we need to tie them up so we can move forward.
I get it. I was just thinking we could like hire somebody to do that.
We're gonna hire somebody else after we paid the project manager?
That wasn't in the project. Like, you decided that you wanted to put a microwave in your suite.
I also decided I wanted a husband that was very handy.
You know what?
Who has since decided he didn't want to be that handy.
He didn't want to build before we got married.
No.
You found that out before we got married.
No, I didn't. I did not.
Kimberly, when was I building?
Maurice, you acted like you loved it, and now you don't want to fix nothing.
You just want to see me out there working, sweating.
I would like to see you out there working and sweating. Yeah. I felt like the person I was marrying, like for real, I wouldn't have nothing broke in my house. I would never have to ask nobody to come and fix nothing or do nothing or hang a picture because I married someone who can do that.
Yes, and he's a lawyer as well. You know how much work goes into just one lawsuit?
I don't have.
Okay, wait, y'all, because I have to pause right here. And y'all have to let me know if you want me to make the video so you guys can see these clips. But what does Maurice do? What is his occupation? Because I understand that he says he's a lawyer, but I'm trying to understand what is it that he's doing on the day-to-day to where he cannot hang up pictures for his wife that is battling and fighting or just beat cancer. And this is why I made that video. And some people were trying to say that I was a bit harsh, but she tried to have that interview with the gossip lady and say, oh, I knew what man I married. My husband been stepped up to the plate. My husband been doing this. My husband been doing that. But as we can see when we watch the TV show, that's why you're so stressed. You're worried about trying to cook him and his damn son a meal, right? When you should be resting. He can figure out how to eat. He could cook himself some noodles if he don't know how to cook. He claimed he grilled when y'all did the barbecue. He could grill himself. He can grill some meat and eat it. But it's the fact that, so it's always about, what can I do for you? He is never doing anything to contribute to her health and the betterment of her. And these are some of the things that aggravate me about Kimmy. I just can't stand it. But again, what does he do? Because I'm confused. And then with that being said, there's another video. Let me just go to it really quick. I want to try to find it. I believe I saved it on one of my phones. Let me try to pull it up. But it was where Maurice, they were building the office space that they have now. And in that, Kimmy walked in. She was still doing nursing or whatever. And she was like, oh, I'm just now pulling up. This is the first time that I've been here because I've been focused on nursing. And she was complaining to Maurice about how much money he was spending. And she was basically saying like, this is out of budget and this and, things like that. And then she said, all you do is write checks. And I'm like, facts. Where's his damn job? What Nene said, where is your scooter? Where's his job? Hey Tanisha, how are you? She don't want to hunch him because she really is disappointed with him. I agree. Tisha took Mel's idea for the spa day. As she take everything else, I agree. So when was Kimmy supposed to have her surgery? I don't know. We don't know anything about Kimmy, her journey, her surgery, her health. We don't know anything about her, period. And I know like Carlos take pride in not listening to the audience, but I'm trying to understand, what is it that we're saying that's so bad about not knowing anything about these people? If it's a reality TV show, why is it that, you get to, I guess, save them or shield them from sharing their reality? When this is a reality TV show, you can't build this platform based on the storyline that Mel and Martell came in with, and then try to play around with all of this fake and phoniness, because we can read right through it. Hi, Magichi. How are you? Hello. Good afternoon, Ladell. Her voice is even agitating. It is, because she always throw on this high-pitched baby voice when she talking to him. He don't respect you, love. And at the end of the day, I can tell she feels like he likes younger women, because why the fuck do you do that? Why do you do that? That's weird to me. The fact, like, because I know women that do that with their husbands, but I've always thought that was a weird thing. The fact that you have to put on this baby voice in order to get what you want from him. And at the end of the day, I understand, you know, using honey to get the things that you need from a man, because although I get on this platform and I come across all, Leo like, my man lives a very loving, peaceful lifestyle. But that baby voice shit is a no. That's a red flag for me, especially when he's showing his ass. And realistically, a real man don't even want you. A real man really likes accountability. That's just how I feel. They respect and love the women that hold them accountable and the ones that leave. But who am I? I don't know what I'm talking about. And why did he have a vasectomy when she's in her 50s? Who knows? They got a lot going on. You can tell Kimmy runs her mouth too. Oh, yeah, runs their business too. She does everything. Maurice is no help at all. You can tell Kimmy runs their business too. I don't know why I said runs their mouth. But yes, she does run the business. She does everything. She put all the money in. Hey, Tay. Hey, Tay Tay. Yeah, I really like Tay. Nothing but run his mouth. Right. That's all he does. Oh, that's what I was reading. Reading too fast. Um, Make the video. Maurice don't have no job. Right. He don't have any job. Like I've let me go and try to find this clip really quick, because I was watching it last night and I was like, oh, I gotta make a video about this, because this is very telling. He don't have nothing going on. She straight up said, all you do is write checks. And realistically, you know, a man that is, fitting the bill, a man that's paying, he's going to want to do what he want to do because he putting the bread up. You get what I'm saying? So if his wife is coming in, I guess complaining about how much money he's spending for his office space that she is not contributing to, I feel like his reaction would be a wee bit different. But yeah, it was interesting. Hold on, I'm looking for it, y'all, because I was just watching it last night and I was like, ooh, this man is a piece of work. Where's my watch history? Because this stuff is flooded with Judge Judy. Oh, not Judge Judy. Okay, I think this is it. Hold on, y'all. Kimmy sounds like his mother trying to... Right, okay, this is the clip. So hold on. I found the clip. I'm about to play it for y'all. And then I'm going to also make a separate video about this so y'all can actually see what clip I'm talking about. But when I play it, y'all are probably going to all, understand or remember what clip I'm talking about. But Kimmy does sound like his mother, and he is lazy. It sounds like she's trying to get her lazy ass son off his ass. Right. Oh, Maurice is so nasty and stank. Like, he don't do anything but expect this lady Kitty to be moist. You can't, if she has to ask you to hang up pictures, knowing that this is her office space and, these are the things that she like, she's not naturally going to respect you. But again, Kimmy is a loser. She's male identified. So she's basically going to let him have his way. In a male identified mind, it's about pleasing the man. They don't typically, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it because I can't relate. He does not handle cases that will have him up to the wee hours of the night, in my opinion. He really doesn't. What cases do he handle, Trending? Can we get into it? Trending? That's the video right there. Because realistically, you in a lane of your own. And I respect, I really love your channel. I respect that. I appreciate that. You created an entire lane for your own to where you're going to have longevity on YouTube no matter what. No matter if Love and Marriage Huntsville goes or not. The lane that you created for yourself, you're going to build a great fan base and audience based on that. With that being said, because I'm one of the fan bases, and I'm one of the trendies, you need to do a video, okay, of Maurice and his cases. If I missed it, let me know. If I missed the video when you did that, let me know. But who is he? Who is he? He gets on Instagram and he try to threaten us about, blogging and trying to figure out who he is because he on a national television show and don't want to show or tell us anything about himself. He claims he's like this, highly educated man in this field doing this, that, and the third. Trending, let us know. Where are the cases? Where is your scooter? Where's your scooter? Shit. We want to see your cases. We want to see you getting dressed right in the morning. This would be the scene for Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? He waking up, getting dressed, putting on his tacky ass suit and tie combo outfit thing with them ugly ass glasses that he be wearing. Because I don't know if y'all noticed, but him and Stormy always wearing shades, no matter what the event is. Stormy wore shades to sign a contract or some type of big deal that she said, some type of major contract deal she was signing. She had shades on. I don't know why these people do that. It's so hood rich. But anyways, with his tacky ass shades on, he get in that ugly ass car that he have, right? That Lamborghini that he's renting. And he drive to his court case in Huntsville, Alabama. And the cameras can't go inside because it's a government building and they don't allow you to film. But you catch him walking out with his client and they discuss, how it went, what they need to work on further. And then he get in the car and he bounce. He go and have lunch with his wife. And then they talk about, her career and the things that she wants to do and everything that she had been working on in the office. And then all of the ladies' drama. That's how we would like to see it. Producers, if you watching, have them do the work. I mean, work that's valid, though, not just the lies, because y'all have Letitia and Marceau pulling up to these places and we ain't seeing nothing. Ain't nothing going down. They're not finishing anything. But let me show y'all this video because y'all know I'll talk y'all under the sun.
Hey, babe. Hey, what's up, sweetheart? Kimmy and I are opening new offices so I can practice law. Kimmy's going to continue doing her side hustle, real estate. Jalen's going to have an office, and Monsters might even get an office, too.
I've been focusing on nursing and haven't been here in a while, so I'm excited to see the progress.
The receptionist area looks
empty.
Empty, yeah. Got the glass in, finally.
It's beautiful.
I like the fact that it does on one side. You don't have to touch it on both sides.
And we got to keep our budget down, babe. You like go over the budget.
How many other offices are you going to go in that has 3D wallpaper?
Who cares?
And bold letters.
I don't care. If it doesn't fit in the budget, then you do something else.
That's
you
fair.
Don't. You just write checks, babe.
I got in here and got a little ahead of myself at times.
Do she not sound like a sugar mama? We finna rewind that. We are about to rewind that because stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. It sounds like she talking to her high school son. Hold on. Ooh, I got a super chat. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Our Heb. I don't know. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. $5 super chat or super sticker. I really appreciate it. And that reminds me, this is why I don't be on live that much. I need to have I need a money, what's it called? Clip. Like when people send me super stickers and stuff, because everybody have one but me. And I really like Chef Dun Dun's, and then I seen trendings, and I like hers too. Like where the money reside. Where the money reside. Woo! I need to get myself together, y'all. Okay, I need to take my YouTube career more serious because I don't take nothing serious at all. Like literally. Anyways, so it just sounds like she is paying for everything. Does it not? It doesn't sound like he has put any money into anything. Y'all get in the comment. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me read these comments really quick and then I'm gonna play it back. Kimmy loved the idea of being married. She was desperate, right? She loved the idea of being married. And this is how, again, male identified women, there is no type of reward for being married. It's literally consistent work, period. You don't get a prize for being a wife. Like, you're not at the top of the totem pole because you somebody's wife. Because I always tell people, truth be told, single women live longer. So I'm trying to understand why you're trying to rush to stress. If a man cannot provide you with every single thing you want and need out of life and love you, respect you, cherish you, provide for you, protect you, what the fuck you trying to be with him for? And people be getting mad because I be saying it people be trying to I can't stand. I cannot stand how when women try to tell you what to say or how to treat a man that chose you. It's like these motherfuckers should be happy they got us. And if more women had that mindset, like they would be happier in life and wouldn't be trying to shade a woman for changing her last name from a man that publicly embarrassed her, humiliated her, and taunted her. Like, come on, let's do better. Libido the Mule. Because I've been calling her Kimmy this live, but her name is Libido the Mule, okay? OMG, here for hot tea. I miss you being on live. Yay, melanated energy. Thank you. Hey, girl. It's suspect. What is... Hold on, y'all. Somebody is texting me. I meant FaceTiming me. Okay, my bad. I told y'all I'm on live on my phone, but it's suspect to me. Sorry to offend anyone. I haven't seen right, and that's the thing. I haven't been I don't want to say like, is this even real? I don't want to be the one to question her cancer journey. Like, I don't want to be the one to do that. But it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't add up. Carlos King not gonna be satisfied until he has 10 views a week. I'm telling you, I feel like he banks on us being aggravated and annoyed and talking about the show, Tay. That's what I think. I think he banks on the fact that we're gonna be aggravated by this bullshit. We're gonna come and make a video about it, and regardless, it's gonna be talked about, so he could care less. That's how I feel like he moved. I don't understand what he can't understand. Like, it's not that we just don't like y'all, because that's not the case. It's not that we, because like I said, even though I don't really care for Kimmy, if she really had story, I would be interested to hear it. You get what I'm saying? I would be interested to watch. Nobody would be pressed this hard to figure out what's going on outside of the show. The only reason people try to figure out what's going on outside of the show is because they've spent how many years on this show and we don't know anything about them. That is suspect, and I agree. Like, Carlos isn't going to be happy, because I don't know why he takes pride in not listening to us. We're not trying to bash people. We haven't, and that's another thing. It's almost like they're ungrateful and don't understand. Like, we have invested time, energy, and money into the show because people paying cable to watch it, or people paying the streaming services to watch it. People have watched this show from season one. That's time that they have invested into learning these people's story. So people are naturally going to be offended when you give us good, real, authentic story and then waste our time for the rest of the seasons. While people are thinking they're going to be, that there is going to be some type of buildup or something. I'm starting to not believe, right, me either. He works in collections. so he just a bill collector, is what you're trying to say. Mel hanging in there to watch all these phony people get exposed. She eating popcorn and laughing. I feel like that too. Kimmy is weird, fake, and phony. Yes. Yes. I heard you had a Leo sun trending. And it's crazy when you said that. I was in the comments. I was finna type Leo sun, Leo, but I was like, no, delete. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't like being on people live. Because the only reason I don't like being on people live, because one time I was on somebody live and then somebody had said something to me in the comment section, and then I had cussed their ass out so bad I had gotten YouTube jail, and I was pissed off. So, and I know people, I don't know, some people don't like me, and so if I am, and I've cussed so many people out, subscribers. So if I'm in certain people chat, some people might try to say something, use that opportunity to say something to me, and I'm never gonna hold back. um right, the baby voice makes it appear that you are super feminine and submissive. No, it doesn't, in my opinion. I feel like being super submissive and feminine, there's a tone to it. Absolutely. Absolutely, I believe that there's a tone to it. But the baby voice is, in my opinion, for the men that are like in their 50s trying to date 20-year-olds. Okay? Like, I don't know. I don't know. The baby, like, I would. Okay, so for example, super feminine and submissive. A voice, for an example, would be like a Queen Sheba. The way she naturally speaks and articulate herself, like on her platform, whether she's angry or not, is super feminine and super submissive in a way. You get what I'm saying? And even Miss Sherry G. This is just my opinion, and I don't be meaning to, even I hope I don't offend anyone. This is just my opinion, because I don't necessarily think, I know people equate being submissive with being a negative, but I don't necessarily think it's a negative. We're just talking about the tones in people's voice. I don't think the baby voice, I think that's what she thinks. I think that's what Kimmy thinks. I think Kimmy thinks if she used her baby voice, that's her being feminine and submissive. And I just disagree. I think you're attracting a certain type of man when you do that. The same mean girls will be coming to her for advice when all these fake storylines come to light. I agree. I'm over this show. Get rid of the Scots. I agree. I really like you. You for real, Tay. But yes, that little that, because you be having, I be liking your hair. But that one little piece with the bang, the short, what you wore just before your birthday, that's the one. That's the one, Tay. I'm telling you, that's the one right there. You look, that's the one. It fits your face frame and everything. You need to hit that with the long, medium, short. I'm telling you, you need to hit them with the, that the mid length bob, like the bob that go to your boob. You need to do a long 28, 30-inch bust down. I don't know how tall you is. And then you need to do, the short one. That's your look. And every type of length. I'm telling you, it looks so good for your face frame. Kimmy hate all women on the show because they raised their children in a marriage and she was a baby mama. I think Kimmy is. I'm so glad you said this. I think Kimmy be trying to humble male and women in general. I agree to a certain extent. I don't think that all women that are baby mamas are jealous of married women, but I do believe that women that have or hold some type of value, like, okay, let me break it down like this. Women that place too much value on being married will definitely look down on you and try to humble you if you are, not married, or if you conceive children without being married. Kimmy strikes me as the type of person that now that she has gotten married, now she can finally be a part of the club. She can toot her nose up, even though her shit stank. Even though she got the worst marriage on God Green's earth, as long as I'm married. I think those are the vibes that she gives. She's just happy to not die alone. And I think that's unfortunate because she has options. She can do better. I'm going to use Sugar Mama shampoo. I have short, fine, curly hair. Yeah, you should. I'm probably gonna order the Sugar Mama shampoo just to use it. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna order the Sugar Mama shampoo because I don't need it. I got a million different shampoos, and my hair, I'm telling y'all, my hair is just very tricky. And the shampoo actually is a big deal, I feel like, because I have low porosity hair. And some stuff just will not work for me. And then I don't know. Hey, Miss B, right there with you. So speaking of the shampoo, I have to stick with what I know right now as far as the shampoo because I found something that actually works. And I remember using, because Miel had switched. I don't know if y'all know, because I used to use Miel. Miel had then sold their company to P&J. And it's crazy because I didn't find out that they sold their company to P&J until I started doing research. Because when I first started using Miel, it worked for my hair. I used it for like ever. Like I loved it. It always worked for my hair. And then like I started washing my hair and clumps of hair would start coming out of my hair, y'all, as I'm washing my hair. And I'm like, what the, like, I used to, like, I'm panicking, like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, like, yeah. And so I started doing research. Then I found out they sold their company, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they must have changed the formula as well. I was like traumatized. But anyways, moving on. Hey, girl. Hey y'all. Okay, I watched Judge Judy too. I be all over Judge Judy. Yes, Lisa sounds like his mother. Um like big hump. Oh, Maurice looks like he smell like mildew. Right. He do look like he smell like mildew and foot fungus. He just look like he stank. Like he, especially when he be walking with his shirt unbuttoned. Don't it look like he just jacked off? Like he just so nasty and disturbed to me. Like I just ew. Like I would never want to shake his hand. Like when I think of him, I just think of lotion and Vaseline. But not in a good way. Ew. Not in a good way. That's why Jalen had to leave, in my opinion. Right. He represented Man, let's not forget how Maurice was acting at his back. Right. Right. Oh my God. And then, that brings me to something because I was going to keep going. But Kimmy, I remember when he got back to the hotel because I also made a video about this. It's somewhere on my YouTube. But I made a video about this, and Kimmy was just questioning him, like, what did you do? Like, how was it? Why don't you want to tell me? Like, girl, you should have known then. I'm sick of seeing Kimmy breast out. Right. Like, Kimmy need to get it together. She looked like a 21-year-old tramp. Or she dressed like a 21-year-old cheap tramp. Loving the Black YouTube creator. Love and through here. Thank you. Did he not have Destiny as a client on one of the episodes? Right. I thought he did. What happened to that? I don't know. No, I think Destiny was inquiring about working with him or something like that. I don't know. But let's play this back because y'all know I'm gonna play this back because the point that I'm trying to make is I want to know what Maurice does. He comes across as if he is just there. He's being paid to be there. Kimmy obviously is paying everything. That's how she act. And then on top of that, didn't she have to pay for his death or something like that? He had some type of lien out or something and she had to pay it. Somebody, he do look stank. Man, he look funky as hell. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I had to update the comments. So a lot of y'all comments in the chat I missed, and I hate missing y'all comments. I really be trying to read all the comments in the chat, but I just be talking and I be missing it. Yes, I was a baby mama and a married woman. Kimmy is just jealous because she getting old. Right. I assume you was like 5, 6, or 7. You are one of my favorites. Yeah, I do like Tay. Most women who are miserable in their marriage and or relationship but won't leave tend to take it out on women who are happy and content in their marriage. I agree. Let me tell y'all something. I can go on for days about how women be trying to tell me, oh, you should do this, like, oh, you should do that. And it's like, bitch, you should worry about that man, okay? Because I don't want to tell you about that man, but if you're going to be giving me your thoughts and opinions on my marriage, all right, when I didn't ask, don't be surprised when I give you my thoughts and opinions on that shit, okay? Because truth be told, a lot of people are in these long marriages because they just willing to put up with shit. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Because some women be trying to check me like, oh, why would you say that you would leave him if he go broke? Why would I not? The fuck did you talk about? Why would I not? And if me and my husband on the same page, why you mad? You mad because you and your husband not on the same page. My man, no, okay? Well, first of all, and most people, people look past it. People would be like, oh, well, why would you? Because I know my man ain't going broke. That's why. And I know at the very all end all be all, I know what his last look like, and it don't look like what other people's husbands last look like. That's why. I know my man take pride in being able to provide for me and his family. That's what it is. That he enjoys that. He enjoys providing for me, and I enjoy being provided for. That don't mean I don't got my own money. That just mean I'm not using it to pay bills. I'm sorry, but yeah, I really agree. Some women just do not like when you are in something happy and healthy and whole, something that they don't understand because they can't pull that with their situation or their marriage. Like they can't fathom their husband being okay with the things that I would say out of my mouth. So they try to check me and come for me. And it's like, relax, okay? It's never that deep. My 4C hair is tricky also. Let me tell you, man, that hair is so tricky. It's so hard to lock in moisture. Yes, Tennessee girl. That low porosity, I'm allergic to suffer. And suffer in the most. Oh, you saying sulfur. Because I'm done now. Because I was going to say I'm allergic to suffering too. But are you saying sulfur? Like the yellow stuff? I think I remember that from school. Like sulfur. Um, it's not just you here for hot tea. I believe Miel has a class action lawsuit. Oh, let me pull out the paperwork so I can get my money. Let me pull out the paperwork so I can get my money because my hair was falling out. I was telling my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh, something is happening. Like I'm telling him, oh my health. Oh my gosh, I'm young. My health, like I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to a nutritionalist. Like I was freaking out. Yeah, I was freaking out. I hate when these companies sell their business. I mean, I hate that too. I hate that. Miel really hurt my heart. Not foot fungus, man. He looked just like foot fungus. Like gout. He looked like the crud. You know the bun, the stuff that be stuck on the toe. He looked just like that. He yellow like it. Don't it be lighter than your entire body anyways? Like he looked just like that stuff that sit on the top of your toe. A bunion. Hold on, I gotta mute this. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I do not be trying to be on this platform showing out like that. Okay, let me play this. I can overcome any Hey, babe. Girl, yes, and that's another thing. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I've been seeing they've been selling their products for $5, $5 and $7. No, girl, no, girl, use it on your dog or something. Don't use it. Don't use it because I don't understand how something go for the price that they were selling it for, and now they just want to give it all away for $5. Girl, please.
Hey, what's up, sweetheart? Kimmy and I are opening new offices so I can practice law. She's going to continue doing her side hustle, real estate. Jalen's going to have an office, and Monster might even get an office too. I've been focusing on nursing and haven't been here in a while, so I'm excited to see the progress. The receptionist area looks empty. Empty, yeah. Got the glass in, finally. It's beautiful. I like the fact that it does on one side. You don't have to touch it on both sides. And we got to keep our budget down, babe. You like go over the budget. How many other offices are you going to go in that has 3D walls? Who cares? Gold letters. I don't care. If it doesn't fit in the budget, then you do something else. That's fair. You just write checks, babe. I got in here and got a little ahead of myself at times. But it looks better than Marcel's office, doesn't it? I'm not going to say that. You're acting like you're competing and you're spending too much money in this office. It's not. Period. There's nothing in life that we need to compete for. Except for we do need to outdo Marcel. It's just tragic.
What does he do? So, okay, so that's all I wanted to show y'all when it pertaining to that. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't do anything. There's nothing going on with him ever. He's an embarrassment. Kimmy paid for that office. I believe she fitted majority of the bill. I actually believe she paid for the whole thing. These are the type of things that they will not discuss because this is part of being male identified. You have to protect your husband at all costs, even if he doesn't protect you. And he expects you to turn around and bend over and take it while you are fighting your health. So that's just my opinion. I believe she paid for the whole thing. He acts like he's her son.
The priority to kind of nip tuck and get everything where it needs to be. I don't even understand how I became one of the contractors. Because you have allowed Michael to not
tie up the loose ends, then we need to tie them up so we can move forward.
I get it. I was just thinking we could probably like hire somebody to do that.
We're going to hire somebody else after we paid the project manager?
That wasn't in the project. Like, you decided that you wanted to put a microwave in your suite.
I also decided I wanted a husband that was very handy.
You know what?
Who has since decided he didn't want to be that handy.
He didn't want to build before
So,
we got married.
No.
You found that out before we got married.
No, I didn't. I did not.
Kimberly, when was I building?
Maurice, you acted like you loved it, and now you don't want to fix nothing.
You just want to see me out there working, sweating.
I would like to see you out there working and sweating. Yeah. I felt like the person I was marrying, like for real, I wouldn't have nothing broke in my house. I would never have to ask nobody to come and fix nothing or do nothing or hang a picture because I married someone who can do that.
Yes, and he's a lawyer as well. You know how much work goes into just one lawsuit?
I don't have to.
We got a whole bunch of lawsuits going on right now.
It is what you elected to do, and you also elected to have multiple investment properties, and you also elected to have a family. So, when nobody really needs to keep hearing that I'm a lawyer. You act like you don't want to help me.
No, I do want to help you. Don't worry. Give me a list. I'll get it figured out. You just give me a list. I'll get.
When she said you act like you don't want to help me, listen, let me tell you this, okay? All she had to do was, look, this is all you got to do. All she got to do is go find a fine-ass man that can do the work that she's asking for. This is how you do it. Let me tell you. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Before I got married, my husband tried to play with me one time. I asked him to do something. I'm not going to beg you. Ho. Let me stop. But let me tell you something. I asked him to do something one time. Okay. He said, okay, baby, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to do it. I told him when I needed it to be done. He said, okay, I got it. I got you. I said, all right, cool. When that day came, and this was before we got married, y'all. So, when we was, So when that day came and he didn't do it, I took my fine ass down the road, okay? Because you're a woman, like everybody wants you, okay? Everybody wants you. It doesn't matter. And I got my car fixed, period. And it wasn't even, and I got my car fixed and the man did it for free. And I gave him my number and everything. And then he asked me, he was like, oh, okay, so, what happened to the car, whatever. And I told him like, oh, yes, he did this, he did that. He even wanted, to take me out. And I told him like, oh, but, I told him that I had a boyfriend, even though I really gave this man my number because, I'm weighing my options at this point because you playing. I told you to do this and you don't want to do it. So I need to go find me a man that's going to take care of what I need to be taken care of. Okay. Girl, not only did he not blow up on me, because he didn't blow up on me. He didn't blow up on me at all. Okay. He took that car and went and got everything that I needed to get fixed, situated or fixed, or anything that was wrong. Because it was multiple things going on with it, but I needed one specific thing really handled because it was like a big deal. He took that car, he got that shit, got everything fixed on that car within a week of him finding out that man, fixed my car for me and wanted my number and stuff like that. And truth be told, I never really had. Basically, all I'm saying is use men against men. If he don't want to do it, another man don't want to do it. And don't take my advice. Hell, I don't know what I'm talking about. And he do look like them things that be coming out of pimples. All I'm saying is if he don't want to do it, another man do want to do it. That's the truth. You married. You 50-something years old. You know how many men want you? Girl, my mama is fine. Okay? My mama is fine. Okay? The men, they don't care what age you are. They want you. Okay? If your man don't want to provide and take care of you, there is a man that wants to. If you really care about men that much. But all I'm saying is, if you single, you will get more out of life anyways. I'm not trying to convince nobody to be single, but all I'm saying is, if you with a man, why waste your time being with a man if he don't want to do nothing for you when you can be single and get more out of life? Because if you single, like, you can literally, like, I don't know. I don't know. Right. Kimmy is a sugar mama. I'm confused as to what was wrong with the office that they already renovated. Like, why did he need a whole right? So, right, because that office, I'm glad you said that. I didn't even think about that. Now I gotta dig into this. Cause the office that I'm showing that on this clip was from 2 years ago. And recently, y'all know, like, one of the offices or whatever, they renovated it again and they put like lights in it and all of this other stuff in it. And why? Like, why are we doing that? I'm mad you didn't get the notification either, Color Me Entertained, because YouTube be hating on me. I'm confused about Micah. He's a project manager and a realtor. Which one is the lie? We don't know about these people, Miss B. That's why we having this conversation. We don't know what's going on. Todd does things. He is producer, and you see it. Kimmy should be so embarrassed. Right, she should be. Now he has all these investment properties. Right. You are going to speak on the leak. Wait, speak on the leak live. True T has a great video up. I was wondering what your opinion is. I think I started on that video that True T just posted, but I had to get on this live. she had posted it. She had posted it, I think, like 10 minutes before I had got on live. I started watching it though. I gotta go back and see it. Since she thinks Slotel's so fine, maybe she should have him do some handy jobs. And that's another thing. I think that she would prefer Maurice to be more like Martell, which is why she feels like Mel should be grateful for the stuff that he, or the little bit that he has done. That's just my opinion. She cannot fathom leaving a man like Martell. She cannot fathom being in Mel's position and choosing to leave him just because he had a baby on her. Like, I'm telling you, Kimmy would deal with it. She would roll with the punches. I'm not sure who conditioned Black women to accept any condition in a relationship. I'm married 10 years to baby, a Middle Eastern man, baby. And that's who I think Mel need. I think Mel need to find her a Middle Eastern man. She don't need, and people be taking me the wrong way when I talk about Black men, but we gotta call a spade a spade. They are not marrying. They're not, if you are into it, they're not marrying their women and trying to really create, healthy functioning units. I'm not saying all when I say this, but I'm always talking about the majority. And I don't care who gets mad about that. I'm literally talking about the majority. But yeah, I think Mel needs to, like, venture out wholeheartedly. A Middle Eastern man would do it, okay? A man from what's it called? Istanbul. Oh, do y'all travel? Get out. Get out the country, baby. Get out the country. Um Oh, I'm sorry, I'm behind. Let me see. I have been saying that for the longest. Maurice looks stink. He sure do like garlic. I'm not finna play with y'all. I love it when you say, look, this is all you. I do got a funny little twang. I know y'all be laughing at the way I pronounce certain words. Like, this one lady was like, oh, no, she was like, whether have you in a chokehold, because I be saying rather or not. But that's how I talk. I'm trying to say rather or not. Whether is rather or rather. Like, I'm saying rather or not. Like, I'm using my twang. I don't understand. When you gonna start teaching your classes, Liz, handling Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I ain't trying to do no classes. Women hate you. Women will hate you. I don't know. I don't know. I'm telling you, I've had some of the worst experiences with women in my own family. Okay. I don't know. Women like my husband more than me. I don't know. 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 When people just place this hierarchy on men over women, and I think that is just so aggravating because he could do like the bare minimum, like, you know, open my door. He still opens my door till this day because duh, the fuck else is he supposed to do? And people just be so like, girl, I don't know. I don't know when the classes start. They're gonna try to take me down, try to find information. See, you had a hard time doing this. I didn't say my life was perfect. I didn't say that. I said that I got the best situation for me. And I want you to have the best situation for you. Everyone getting checks off her credit. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. Here for hot tea. This man work. Made it. I mean, I'm saying that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Okay. Miss Trendon does not play about someone else fixing something. Mr. Trendon does not play about someone else fixing something. I'm telling you, it's something about it, girl. They don't like, no, let me tell you. Like the sink broke in our apartment. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get the maintenance man because you so busy. And this is how I get his ass. Because really, this is how I get him to do it ASAP, right? Because he will do it now, like just do it. But if I want it done today, I would be like, oh my gosh, babe, like this broke. I think I'm gonna have to call the maintenance man or whatever, because we live in an apartment. And he would be like, nah, he would get his ass up from whatever he doing and look into it ASAP. Okay. ASAP. I don't know what it is. They do not like people. I don't know what that is about, but I love it. Wow. Pay my brother, then also pay another friend of mine so I can show off. That's the way to do it. Don't even be yelling. What you yelling for? It's nothing to yell about. Like, I yell with a bitch all day long, but I'm not yelling at my man because I will whoop his ass if I have to raise my voice. Okay, let me stop. Let me calm it down. Let me be cute. Oh, girl, you got a Capricorn. Bless your heart. Miss Roxy, bless your heart. What's your sign, Miss Roxy? I got to know. I can't stand the Capricorn. Yeah, did you say he looks like a busted pimple? She sure did. She sure did. Martell is not fine. He's not even good looking. He's like, right, he looks a mess. He's ugly. Talking about he got surgery for bags under his eyes. Ho, you can't even afford to take care of your kids, ho. You talking about bags, ho. I'm telling you, these men know who to play with. Cause had I been in Mel's situation, I would have been lighting Martell ass up. And thank goodness for my sisters, because the way we would have ran down on Slow don't make no sense. We would have ran down on that hoe and her family because we like that for real. We like that. My husband also has friends who disrespect their wives. Oh, no, no, no. Whoa, 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 whoa. There are no cheaters in our circle unless they doing it really sleek and right. I agree. My husband do not have friends that cheat or disrespect their wives. I agree. But that's something that he does, right? That's something that he does. Morally, if you're not right as a man, if you're not on his same principle, he don't even like being around you. I think that's so that, and I think that's another reason that kind of aggravate me about Chris, because like Chris said, people do, peer pressure. Like Chris was trying to say, like, grown men still experience peer pressure, this, that, and the third. So if that's the case, then why would you still, sense or hang around or consider a man like Walkie Talkie a friend? If you are not operating on the same principles and morals, why? I smell a debunker coming in is rubs hands like Birdman in my Nicki Minaj voice. Right. Why did they need LED lights in a damn law office? Girl, so when the strippers come at 3 a.m. and make them jugs clap, it can be a little bit more entertaining and club like. They don't own that building. I did look it up. Kimmy is the agent for the owner. I can't believe OWN is allowing these people to still get checks with these nothing ass storylines. I agree. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Hey, it's Tay. Maurice don't have no job. He showed don't. Little buddy was trying to use the kids to get close to Melody. I agree. I heard he was. Martell ain't did nothing. I heard he was a closing attorney. We don't know what he is, okay? We don't know what the man is, okay? We don't know if he coming or going. We have no idea what he is. Carlos don't want us to learn who these people are. So I don't know. Slaw would have got packed out, baby. Baby. I'm telling you, Mel just better be glad. She just better be glad I don't know Mel for real, because she just better be glad. She just better be glad because the way Coleslaw need that ass tap don't make no sense. And I'm telling you, the way I want to do it, it don't make no sense. I don't know this lady, but she be talking like she just that girl. And I just think it's so funny. Like the recent live that she did. And she was like, I don't know what she was saying. Cause I watched it over on Chit Chat's channel. I didn't get a chance to catch her live because I don't normally try to catch her live. So I don't really know what's going on. But she was just talking and I think she was saying she was throwing subliminals at bloggers, and I just want her to throw an ad on it. Right? I just want her throwing that on it because I think she was saying something about somebody's mamas and something like that. And it's like, girl, I hope, I, I hope, girl, girl, your musty twat ass mammy, you probably want to keep her safe from this conversation, love. Okay? Because them hoes and dating be talking about that twat. So keep it cute, hoe. So anyways, let's keep going and let's play some more of these episodes because Stormy pissed me off. Like, I actually don't care about the Scots. I don't care that Stormy is disrespecting them and violating them because I want to see what Tisha is going to do. I want to see what she's going to say because for how many seasons did she try to say Mel was trying to ruin her marriage? She was coming up with all of this stuff and all of these reasons as to why she felt like Mel didn't like her. And we can actually even do a debunker on that. For the longest amount of time, when Mel was telling Letitia that she didn't have a problem with Letitia kept coming back and saying, oh, but you wasn't talking to me. So you did have a problem with me. Or, I feel like you have, she just kept coming back with, moving the goalposts as to why she felt like Mel had a problem with her or as to why she felt like she can keep going back and forth with Mel, this, that, and a third. And I want to know, how does she feel about Stormy? Because Stormy is outright saying Stormy is outright violating you, love. She's outright violating you. So what is it? Do you not have Martell and your mom to have your back? In that little ugly ass voice that she had when she said that about Melody. Because I'm trying to understand, where's Betty at? Where's Betty? Where's Wanda? Because these the type of old ass hags that was all on the internet trying to go back and forth with bloggers because we can see their nasty ass kids ill intent. Because you think we as dumb as your Bessemer brain. And this is no shade to Bessemer. But I looked up, all right, the education records, okay? The reading scores and whatnot. And in my opinion, Wanda is giving second grade reading level. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Minerva. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you were able to catch a live, Minerva. And the reason I'm saying her name like that, because I had to DM her and ask her, please let me know how to say your name right. And I feel I'm so enthusiastic. I feel like I said that right. I feel like I said that right. Wanda is giving pre-K, absolutely. Not yes, the best of my brain. The best of my brain. What are y'all thoughts on this though? Because I feel like, I know y'all want to see the debunkers. So right now, I know when I get off of here, I'm going to load the debunker on why Kimmy was not invited to Mel's ceremony. Got it. You guys also said that you wanted me to do a debunker on where Maurice works, or anything about anything, any type of conversations pertaining to his work history, what he's doing, anything pertaining to that. Got it. Or a debunker on why I feel like or why I feel like Kimmy is a sugar mama. Got that. But do y'all want to see a debunker on Letitia coming up with reasons as to why she don't like Mel, and as to why she feel like Mel don't like her? Because, but I like Stormy. Said she ain't calling your husband a bitch right now, which will lead me to believe she plans on calling his ass a bitch when he start acting like a bitch. And I'm not necessarily judging her for that, because Marceau is a bitch ass man, and that's unfortunate for Letitia, not me. He is a bitch. That's how I feel. I think Stormy is valid when on her feelings for that. But like I said, I don't care about any of that. I care about seeing the way Letitia is going to show up in all of Stormy's disrespect. Because again, these people like to come on national television and insult our intelligence. You want to sit and let us know that, but I like Stormy, after she continues to disrespect and antagonize your husband. Yet Mel has tried to do nothing but help your ugly ass. Okay, let me stop, because she not ugly. Oh, she not ugly. Now Stormy is interesting. I'm not even gonna call Stormy ugly anymore. She's just interesting. We just gonna say she's an odd beauty. And I've already explained to y'all odd beauties and people that's just not cute, but we just gonna throw her in the odd beauty category because people are always trying to comfort me when I say that she is not cute. But she is odd looking and she has this nasty energy, so it makes her look ugly. That's just my opinion. Don't beat me up for it, okay? Because I can fight. No, I can't fight. Never mind. Let me not say that in the public. I don't know how to fight, y'all. But let's listen to this.
And doing after, everything with the barbecue. Actually, I've been doing good. I just got back from vacation. Have y'all talked? Who? You?
Didn't Tisha? So my thing is, Tisha was just saying how when it was Mel asking her, what was going on with her in when it was Mel asking her what was going on with her and Kiki, she made up every excuse. Oh, she's trying to make it something that it isn't. We got to go back and do the debunker, because I can't. My brain, I cannot with these people. I cannot. She basically tried to say that Mel was trying to pull stuff out of her by asking her what was going on with her and Kiki. She was basically saying Mel kept, begging for information in lamest terms. However, Stormy asked the same question that Mel asked, and she's ready to get straight to the point. Oh, I haven't talked to her. She has nothing to say in her confessionals pertaining to Stormy asking her the question about Mel.
And doing after, everything with
the
Kiki. Barbecue. Actually, I've been doing good. I just got back from vacation. Have y'all talked? Who? You and Kiki? Girl, no.
I ain't got nothing to talk to her about.
You're not gonna talk to Kiki at all. I'm always an advocate for like if you break down, put it back together. You know. Yeah. Like I don't want to see y'all like not be able to talk.
That barbecue thing to me just pretty much nailed the coffin.
I hate to hear it.
Honestly, like even at the barbecue when you got emotional about, you know, talking about your friend, you've been there for that person, but then sometimes you understand you have to back away.
It's different.
How?
So Kiki, like she is in recovery. You know, not currently using. You know,
she is though. That's the thing. I can't say I saw her take a pill. I can't say that. However, I can say her behavior is very similar to what it was then.
I really feel like drug addiction and abuse isn't anything to be played with or taken lightly. So don't accuse anybody of doing something just because you assume that they are. It's frustrating just to hear that mentioned when you don't have any proof.
I know you and her, y'all formed a friendship. I feel like you have a relationship with me, you have a relationship with her.
Girl, tell me about your trips. Let's go back to the trip. You know what? I hear you. I'm like, normally I'd be like trying to push it forward and say, come on, girl, y'all gonna talk. Yeah. But it's obvious. Like, it ain't there. And like I said, it's family stuff.
So it's
my little deeper. 1-2 on out the door, honey.
Yeah.
How was your trip?
It was good. We went to Vegas. I had a good time. Wow. Gained weight and everything. Like good food.
Where was you?
It was my college friends. So we celebrate one of my friends.
Thank you, Sandra P.
It sounded like a good time.
It was.
Did Marcel go to Vegas with you?
He did not. He actually went on a bachelor trip with one of his homeboys, his business partner for Chocolate Nevada. He's getting married. Our anniversary weekend. So they all went to Colombia.
Colombia?
He said he had a good time. He's like, babe, I'm going to book us a flight. We going back. We need to go back.
You don't go to Colombia.
I don't even know what to do there, but he told me, he gave me that look.
That's like the brothel place.
Is it?
Yeah, it be like prostitutes everywhere. Yeah, Google it. That's where they go.
That be in Vegas too, like that.
I'm trying to tell you.
I agree, Simply Bree. Stormy always comes off like she's trying to be hard because she wants to convince you that she is this person so you don't back her into a corner. Those are the vibes that I get from Stormy. I don't think she's really, I really do think like once you punch her in her big ass fucking nose, she gonna fucking cry. Just like she sat on the reunion stage and cried because people was calling her ghetto. That's really how I feel. And so when it comes to this situation, the only thing that I have to say is just it's the mere fact that these two, Stormy, I don't know if she coming or going, dog. I don't know if she coming or going. I'm gonna just rewind it, let y'all hear it, and then we're gonna talk.
Go to Colombia. I don't even know what to do there, but he told me, he gave me that look.
That's like the brothel place.
Is it?
Yeah, it be like prostitutes everywhere. Yeah, Google it. That's where they go.
That be in Vegas too, like that.
I'm trying to tell you.
Well, they said they had a good time.
I think they did.
Me and Marcel, we're two adults and we know how to behave ourselves, and we're out having a good time. We're enjoying life. Maybe you need to get out the warehouse and have a little fun. How's Courtney?
He good.
He's still upset.
He was never upset. Courtney is the kind of person like, you know, Marcel will play. Courtney ain't playing like that.
Marcel is a big joker.
We weren't joking.
Yeah.
We were in a heated, situation.
Right.
You know, that's kind of different. A lot of men ain't about them games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like Courtney ain't one of them.
He just needs some time.
He kind of let stuff roll off. I know before the whole town hall, we was talking about doing like a double date. I think we should still do it though.
Okay.
I think we should do it. I think it's gonna be good.
You gonna tell Courtney ahead of time?
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna let him know. We done had some time.
Okay.
Let it roll off. We should find somewhere to go though. Okay. How's stuff with the kids?
Their hairline is doing great.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know the stuff about the website done came back around.
I know. My focus has been on Scott Realty and Scope. So I was not as hands-on as I should have been. You know what? At the end of the day, that's my team's fault because we should have caught that. My assistant said she read through everything, but apparently she didn't. I called the website designer, and then he was like, oh, my bad. He corrected it. But it was a mistake, he said. So
Here's another debunker. Did Marceau not say that the web designer was Stormy web designer, or the same person that did Stormy website? I quite frankly don't have the time for this nonsense, right? I don't got the time for this nonsense. Did Marceau? So I'm trying. All I'm saying is, if that was the case, why didn't Stormy step in and say something? Well, he did my website, so you know what I'm saying. I feel like if that were true, Stormy would have had a little bit more to say about the web designer because he did her web as well, right? I don't know. This is ridiculous. And then also another thing that is really sending me is the fact that he went to Colombia where all the passport bros go. Your man is cheating on you, Tisha. Your man is cheating on you, Tisha. Your man is cheating on you, Tisha. I know you do not care. Okay, let me tap into my Dr. Umar because he raggedy as men. But let me tap into my Umar. Your man do not care about you, Tisha. Your man do not care about you, Tisha. Okay? He has gone to Africa. First of all, prior to us getting to this season, you have already revealed that he don't take your ass and them kids nowhere. I'm sorry, he don't take your ass and your kids nowhere because he also let it be known that them your kids and not his kids. So your ass don't go nowhere with him. Your kids don't go nowhere with their daddy, right? This is the type of shit that they want us to believe on national television. Producers, do better. Do better. Keep up with the shit that they're telling us. Don't keep allowing them to just say shit because it's getting ridiculous. In my Dr. Umar voice, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous, producers. It's getting ridiculous. And I'm going to say this one more time, producers. It's getting ridiculous. Because I'm being so serious though, because okay, producers, it's your job to keep up with the story that we have already been given. The minute Letitia spoke about taking a pregnancy test, y'all should have gave us a flashback of him getting a vasectomy. Let's get straight to the point because we've already invested the time into the show, so we already know what's going on. We've been knowing what's going on behind the scenes on YouTube every year before the season has dropped. Literally months before the season has came out for the past 3-4 years now. The only season where we didn't know what was going on behind the scenes was the first year y'all came out with this show. Once the bloggers got hip to the show, we've known these people business behind the scenes and not on the camera. And I'm talking about the Scotts on YouTube. It is time for y'all to do a better job editing this, okay? So as they're talking about this man, the web designer, whatever the case may be, we should have also gotten a flashback of Marceau saying that Stormy's web designer is the one that designed it. Let's give us real story, because that would have been more interesting. Get these hoes arguing about if the web designer designed it or not for both of them, because that's real. Stormy trying to be nice, nasty in front of this hoe when the girl copied and pasted her damn shipping policy and then posted it. But trying to get in Mel face and say that Mel don't, or she literally sat down in front of Mel face, pulled up in a Rolls Royce that nobody got a chance to see, and said that Mel don't fully say what it is that she want to say, or Mel be holding back. Meanwhile, you having a conversation with Letitia Troutmouth. I'm sorry. And she cannot even say, you know what? I should have proofread it. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. She didn't even want to apologize to you for real. Producers, let's do better, right? So anyways, going back to, because y'all know I be all over the place, but going back to Letitia claiming she don't went to Vegas. So now Letitia going on vacation by herself, and she expect us to believe that Marceau was watching them damn kids while she was all the way in Vegas. And he was out in Colombia. He keeps going out the country without her ass. She is lying. Every time Marceau take a trip, it's out the country, away from her ass and them damn churn. Anytime she take a trip by herself, which I believe is a lot about the Vegas thing, it's in the States. And really, the Vegas thing would be the only time we've heard her going or doing something outside of Marceau. So, producers, let's do better. Let's do better. Let's do better. Because this is y'all job, not ours. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm supposed to be getting on YouTube and I'm supposed to discuss the stuff that's going on the show. I'm not supposed to produce it. I'm not supposed to put the story together. Everybody be in my DM asking me for the debunkers because y'all won't make these people tell the truth. Y'all supposed to be the debunk. Every time these people get on the TV show and lie, you supposed to show the clip after that lie about the truth. And that is how you keep your audience interested. That's how everybody gonna say, oh, the producers, they good editing. The producers don't play. The producers being shady. Like, come on. Get it the fucking together with this lame ass story.
It's doing great.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff about the website done came back around.
I know. My focus has been on
talking about it done came back around to you.
So I was not as hands-on as I should have been. You know what? At the end of the day, that's my team's fault because we should have caught that. My assistant said she read through everything, but apparently she didn't. I called the website designer, and then he was like, "Oh, my bad." He corrected.
Why didn't she say I called the website designer that you linked me up with? I called the website designer that did yours too.
People like making videos, about it, throwing my brand under the bus.
Ain't nobody throwing your raggedy ass brand under the bus. When I made videos about this, because I'm the one that called it out, they clearly feel like I just don't like them. They keep throwing subtle shade because I'm the one. Like, even when they first had the conversation about me mentioning the shipping policy thing, they're trying to say like, oh, it's just some hater. Ain't nobody fucking hating on y'all. Hating on what? Why would I hate on you? Right? What's to hate on? Piggly Wiggly. Cause no. But we just want to know what's going on. What would have been so hard about just simply merely apologizing? Tisha, literally, you got to take her through the ringer for her to apologize. She's so ugly. She is such an ugly person. Both of them are so ugly. We're watching them fall out right before our eyes because Stormy tried to create this alliance with these shitty fucking people when she used Mel to get on the show. And so I just really hope we see it all fall right before our eyes. But I also believe that they have more to prove to us, which is why when all of this first came out, they tried to stay close knit. Because they want to try to prove us to be wrong because they feel like we just hating on them or we just don't like them for no good fucking reason. And we really don't fucking know y'all. We don't like the characters that y'all display on the show, and we keep debunking the bullshit and the lies that y'all telling us. Don't nobody give a fuck about y'all. We watching the show because we've invested the time and the energy into it. And then the bloggers, as far as the bloggers, bitch, we getting money. The fuck? I'm sorry for my cursing, but they aggravate me trying to say like they just getting all this hate and people just not rocking with them. People just don't like them because we're willing to invest time into paying attention to the actual story that y'all giving us. How you mad because we're investing our time into the story that you're giving us? If you tell us 2 seasons ago that you and Mel are real good friends, and you know y'all want to work together, you want to work with her, you want to do this, you want to do that, then the next season on the reunion, you say that you and Mel not that good friend, y'all not that good of friends. Then you don't stick up for these people talking shit about her baby. In fact, you co-sign and align yourself with them for the next season. That speaks more about you as a person, because morally you're not equipped. Because I would look at it like, and this is why I be getting onto some of y'all, especially when it comes to the nail thing. Because y'all like to say that y'all operate on certain principles and morals and y'all do this and y'all do that. But when people that you don't like, or when people start doing the shit that you claim you don't like because it was done to this person and that person, then you don't want to see it. I don't know. I just think Stormy and Letitia are nasty ass people. Stormy is a nasty ass person because, like, again, she's just confusing. She's fake. You aligned yourself with these people, and you were on the season where they talk shit about this girl baby. You aligned yourself with her ex-husband that was taking her to court for full custody of her kids at the time, and then got on the show and tried to say that she wasn't a real friend or you don't like her because she took a break. Now here we are, Letitia using your website, whatever. You don't want to call her out on that. Look how she's straddling the fence when it comes to speaking about Letitia. But when she sat in front of Mel Face, she was trying to basically stand on the fact and accuse Mel of not being a solid friend or not being a good friend, even though the reunion prior to, she said they wasn't really friends. They were getting to know each other. This fucking hoe is a fraud. Anyways.
You gonna apologize to me too? No, seriously, I can't apologize to you.
With they ugly ass shoes, these ugly ass plastic ass clear ass shoes. They got all this money and wearing clear ass shoes.
I didn't create the website. I paid somebody to do the website. An apology? No, we're not doing that. We all entitled for mistakes.
Why won't you give her an apology? What's the big deal?
Service again, but
I think as a CEO and as a business person, we want to put the blame on somebody else. But at the end of the day, it truly just falls on us, to keep making small mistakes, like not proofreading your website. It can easily turn into a big mistake.
You could still call me and like, hey, girl, like I saw that. I was calling him because
right. Who is the assistant?
I did call you first.
Now I gotta go on the search. Who is the assistant?
What you say? The stuff about the website. You know what's happening. You know there's gonna be a thing. It was a bad look for you.
It wasn't a bad look for me. It was a bad. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a bad look.
Even the fact that the girls' launch became overshadowed.
Yeah. Got a lot of sales off of it, so at the end of the day, it still worked out for them.
This is definitely changes how I perceive Tisha. Here I am. I can make this a big deal, and I'm giving so much grace. And you can't even acknowledge that this was not a good look and apologize for that? I don't know what to say.
I got a lot of people that just don't like me.
But in the same boat. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it was a bad look, like, for me, for you.
Yeah.
Like, because the same amount of hate you got for it, in that same instance, I did too.
I apologize to you about that because I had no idea. I just didn't know. I didn't know.
Okay, we're getting somewhere after I had to damn near drive her there. So, yay.
Hey, girl, let's go this heat ball. Let's go. Back in here.
I'm big enough to let an isolated moment be an isolated moment. I got my eye on you. But, hey, we were talking about this double date. Let's see if this makes things better. Because I ain't gonna give up on you just yet, but come on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some type of soft opening. Or
I don't like it when it's like in the build out stage.
Yeah.
And then you see it come together.
Yeah.
That's like a vibe. Black girl magic, girl. How you been doing after?
And was she getting into that red Kia or Ford? Okay, and then we're gonna save Nell and Chris' conversation for last. I'm not going to talk about the scene with Kimmy and Mel in this video because I've already talked about it, and I told y'all as soon as I get off this live, I'm going to post another video on why Kimmy wasn't invited to Mel's ceremony. Right now, I'm finna go ahead and play the next video to Stormy and Letitia because I'm finna get all over this. When Tay Talk asked a good question, who the hell is the assistant and when did she get the assistant? Who is the assistant and when did she get the assistant? Why do she got an assistant? What does the assistant do? When did she hire them? What was the process? AI is her assistant, or are you saying AL is her assistant? Why do they take critique as hate? I have no idea. Don't nobody hate you, ho. Don't nobody hate y'all. It was amazing to see. Well, it was amazing seeing them shade each other. Now that right, they literally shading each other, going back and forth. But Letitia is weak. Letitia, and this is how I know she pick and choose. Letitia came for Mel because she knew Mel wasn't gonna fight her. Mel is classy. Let's call it what it is. Okay, there's just certain things Mel ain't willing to do. Period. Mel is just not willing to take certain things to certain places. And that is why you have scenes where Letitia is eager to scream out of her mouth, "You had a baby with Martell and he knew you, and you knew his ass was cheating on you." She couldn't wait to say that because she wanted to throw anything to get Mel out of her character. And good for Mel for walking away and letting time reveal all, because Letitia life sucks. Her life sucks. And I'm glad, honestly, Stormy is going at it with the Scotts. But look, Stormy, here's where you fucked up at. And I'm just going to be real, because this is where you fucked up at, Stormy. I don't think you're going to gain the audience favor by going back and forth with the Scotts. In fact, you actually prove just how disingenuous you actually are. Even though there are people, a lot of people that don't like the Scotts, there are more people that like Mel. The way you teamed up against Mel to co-sign the Scotts will forever be an issue for you on this particular show, in my opinion. And the way you continue to flip-flop throughout the entire cast, the people that have been investing their time and energy into this show are not going to have any value on you or be able to trust or respect you, because it wasn't hard in the beginning to see why Mel was not fucking with these people. Why you brought your musty ass in the door and co-signed her ex-husband that was taking her to court for full custody of her kids, bitch. To me, that would never not make sense. I don't care what nobody say. It's plenty of hoes I don't like. I ain't never in my life gonna co-sign a man taking them to court for full custody of their children. Morally, it's just some shit you don't play with. Period. And we can say what we want about Letitia. She didn't co-sign that. She didn't co-sign coleslaw. Which is why, even though many of us, the millimeters, don't like Tisha because of the way she behaved and act, and we know she's not a girl's girl, there are still plenty of married women that can rock with her and co-sign her by that fact alone. Just by that fact alone, they could still see it for her. Granted, they might not like her, they might not agree with her, this, that, and the third, but regardless, if I truly feel like if stuff hit the fan with Letitia and her marriage, the millimeters gonna laugh at her totally and wholeheartedly. But there are gonna be a fat half of us, not me. I'm not gonna be one of the fat half, but there are gonna be half of the people that are still going to be able to understand and have empathy for her. Like, I would probably never have empathy for her, just based on the fact that she knew how nasty and gross she was being when Mel was going through her family issues. But you have women that just have gone through it. They understand. They understand that you probably was caught up in being in love with Marceau, which is the reason why you went against Mel, and they would probably give you a second chance. Tisha, that is. But Stormy hoe, you are a weird hoe. You co-signed Slaw, but tried to act like you didn't co-sign her. You were liking her photos, okay? The reason why you got on Love and Marriage Huntsville is because you hired, ho. Pay attention, you beggar. Because you a begging ass hoe, Stormy. And you trying to act like people be hating on you. We see through you. You are a beggar. You begged everybody for friendships just to turn on them. You paid Mel to be your friend, ho. You paid Mel to acknowledge you, ho. So humble yourself when you hop on her platform. Because I don't care about her going at the Scots. I really don't. I agree. She should go at the Scots. But just understand why you going at the Scots, you're not going to gain our support. That's how I feel about it. Like I said, you paid for Mel to see you. You hired her as a brand ambassador, knowing that girl used to sit outside of your warehouse and wait on her friend to get off of work. I'm sure she discussed that show with you. I'm sure you knew about that show. You knew Slaw before you hired Mel as a brand ambassador. That is a fact, Stormy. That's a fact. Why you try to, oh, I don't know why people don't like me with your big face ass. I'm so tired of y'all trying to play with our intelligence and act like we just don't like people or act like we just have it out for people just cuz. Ho, we see what was going on. So this is how we looking at it. If you could co-sign that hoe, hire Mel to see you, pay her as a brand ambassador, get her to befriend you, get on the show by way of Mel, by way of her cosign, and then turn on her and literally hang out with the man that was taking her to court for full custody of her kids. That is your issue, ho. You trying to walk around that very issue, bitch. That's the issue. That's what that's what we want to know about. And until you address that shit openly and honestly, nobody's going to be able to get past that shit. Because that's the truth. You trying to sit on AL platform, shout out to Anthony, but you're trying to sit on AL platform and be like, oh, everybody, oh, I don't know why they trying to say that I started it. I don't know why they trying to put me in it. Ho, put a fucking at on it because y'all throwing subliminals at me and I'm woke. Put a fucking at on it. Because I made the video saying you was the one that started the whole beef with Kiki and Letitia, and I stand on that. You started the beef with everybody within the cast. You befriended everybody and then literally turned on them. And this is just another example of Letitia. You did the same thing to Letitia. I don't like Letitia, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. You did the same shit. You literally used her disdain and dislike for Mel as a means to befriend her. That's why you set your big face, big nosed ass up there at that table and said, oh, lady, oh, lady, I'm not with all that lady, tea time. Oh, I've been a lady. Ask my mama, bitch. Don't play with me. Ask my mama, bitch. Like, girl. So until you ready to address that hoe, stop trying to motherfucking sit on Beyonce's internet and act like you this big old victim, because you not. You not, hoe. You literally got upset because this woman was trying to motherfucking have healthy functioning communication skills. Meanwhile, you sitting up in front of this broad and she can't even fucking apologize to you for you copying and pasting your damn website. But you took an issue with what? Miss Mary Bo Pete, lady. Oh, I've been a lady since I came out my mama room. Don't play with me, bitch. That old ghetto ass, booger ass, hood ass mentality. Like, grow up, weirdo asshole. Yeah, Journey, I'm fired up. Like, this hoe is weird. Like, just weird. I can't stand when people try to play in my face. Like, so you trying to say that I'm a hater because I can read through your bullshit, bitch? You trying to say, and this is a problem with even just in general, because we won't turn a blind eye to your lies and your disgusting ass bullshit, and we won't play team up against who we don't like. Y'all trying to say that we hating on y'all. Okay. We hating on y'all because we don't possess the ability to turn the other cheek to bullshit. We hating on y'all. Carlos King want to try to say that I don't know what Carlos feel like we feel, but we merely just want real story. So let's go ahead and play this other part.
It was really awkward. I think she was anticipating me asking her about the website stuff.
What'd she say?
It wasn't her fault. It was her graphic designer fault. And she just totally like deflected and put it on the
Yes, y'all like the video. Don't be a hater.
I tried to help the business or the business.
Listen, I tried to help her understand that. It turned me off a little bit. It made me feel like I don't know if this somebody I really thought I liked as much as I did. I done tried with these ass people, and I'm like, and the times I tried, like, and then I'm like thinking, like, I'm.
All right, I gotta pause because Stormy hops on the confessional and she says, "I'm tired of these fuck ass people." Granted, I talk like that, so I agree. I agree, right? But I'm trying to understand when them people sat up there and spoke about that lady baby, Sugar Mama. I mean, because who the fuck can talk about Sugar Mama? And before y'all even say anything, because people be trying to come for me because I be talking about Baby Slaw, but I need y'all to understand it's a difference, okay? Baby Slaw Mammy tried to play with my motherfucking money, okay? And not that I like attacking people churn, because I don't. But Cold Sore likes to antagonize and play with people's kids. She also likes to antagonize, taunt, and harass women and people that don't fuck with her. So for that being said, seeing as though she feel like her age has everything to do with the reason why she can taunt people, I too can taunt the fuck out of her because I want to. Okay? And if she do not understand playing with people's children is a big no-no and that's fucked up, then what better way to make her see it than to fucking play with her kids? And I'm sorry. Some people might not agree with that, but sometimes you got to do to people what they do to other people in order for them to feel in order for them to feel it for real. The fact that she thinks it's okay, her and Walkie Talkie really thought it was okay to keep messing with them Eminem kids and using Cold Sore to talk about them kids. That's crazy. Because why would you do that and you got a whole fucking baby out of wedlock? Baby Slaw, that is. Your baby is and will always and forever be on display as the motherfucking imagery for what a broken home look like, ho. And if that don't fucking hurt your feelings, then nothing else will. So while you walking around and playing with another bitch kids that had her children within a marriage and what she thought was a loving, healthy marriage and family unit, understand that your shit, your baby, is the representation of the demise of a Black family and always and will forever be that. And I know that's harsh, but if we don't start bringing back shame, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how else to see it, because that's the only way to put it. Your baby don't get to live the life of this woman that conceived her children in marriage. You get what I'm saying? And so she will forever have to deal with the consequences of her outside baby. Baby Slaw will forever be an outsider because that is who his mother wanted him to be. That's the facts. Okay. So you keep on talking about the Eminem kids, right? And I'm going to keep on talking about your irrelevant ass Baby Slaw that you had out of wedlock. Because at the end of the day, somebody got to be the motherfucking bad guy. And if I got to be the bad guy, so be it. If I got to bring shame to these motherfucking hoes, so be it. So be it. You sitting up in here talking about you shopping for these people. Bitch, go shop for some motherfucking etiquette classes for Paris. Cause she could use it. Go shop for some speech therapy for Baby Slaw. Cause he could use it. Right? Let's get them motherfucking out of wedlock kids some motherfucking therapy, ho. Cause they can use it when I get done with your ass. Anyways, my bad. Because I'm telling you, I would light that hoe up every single chance I get. Every single chance that I get. And really, truth be told, you need to hurry up and get Paris some motherfucking therapy. You need to hurry it the fuck up because she's like preteen. Okay, love? She's in the school with the girls that's gonna let her know your mama a hoe. You want to know why I know your mama a hoe? Because my mama told me to stay away from you. Because you come from hoes. Your granny a hoe, your mama a hoe. And unfortunately, my mama feel like you might be. Yeah, I'm telling you, these new kids fucked up. That's the truth. These new kids be on all the internet. So I know she took Paris' phone from her, probably because Paris found out that her mammy was a hoe. Paris probably found out that her mammy was a hoe. So she had to take Paris' phone from her. And it's not, and I know she feel like, oh, all I gotta do is keep my daughter off the internet. But your daughter gotta go to school with kids who be on the internet. And they mama are probably like you, ho, and probably watch this show around them. They mama probably watch YouTube around them. So they know who mammy is a hoe. They know who they going to school with. Yes. And that's unfortunate. Them kids lighting her ass up. I know they lighting her ass up. Shit. I know they lighting her ass up. Because them kids are mean. Them kids are mean. Have y'all seen them kids on the internet? Have y'all seen them? The first thing, especially them little boys, the first thing a little boy gonna say, oh, I'm trying to get your mama to, them boys are out of whack. I'm telling you, you probably feel like them kids don't speak like that, but they do. And the way Paris speak, you will be a damn fool to believe she not surrounded around the children that speak like that. Look at her mammy. She can only be who her mammy raised her to be. So, coleslaw, right? Cold sore, all right? Slaw whore. While you keep hopping on Beyonce's internet talking about somebody else's kids, remember, your kids got to learn that they mammy is a hoe. And people are going to ask Paris questions about your hoe ass. And Paris got a slick ass mouth. Paris might say something slick, but the crazy part about it is, she might meet her match. And then what you gonna do? You gonna come outside? You gonna come outside while the kids fighting? Because Paris probably gonna have to damn fight because somebody gonna call your ass a hoe. And then are you gonna come outside then? Poor Paris. So you getting on the internet and you keep talking about these lady kids, but at the end of the day, your children got the worst life ever. They mammy is a hoe. That's bad. That's bad. The last thing that I would ever want for my children is to go to school knowing that I'm a hoe. That's all I'm saying. Paris, your mammy is a hoe. And when you get old enough, I want you to come to me and talk. Because I am not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge you. Anyways, I'm so sorry. Let's get to these super chats. Thank you, Miss Maxine. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've been on a little rant. Thank you so much. Mara Sakino. Mara Sakino. I'm so sorry. If I'm so sorry, but I really do appreciate your super chat. It says, Latifah comes across as the youngest of the women on the show, not because she looks so young, but because her thinking is so infantile. And I agree. She is an idiot. She thinks like a high school girl. Unapologetically, Angela. I need a. I need a money. I need a money song. 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 Thank you so much, unapologetically, Angela. I really appreciate it. Yes, I'm up here standing on business. Thank y'all. I have anxiety when y'all do stuff like this. But I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I mean, a $50 super sticker is cool as hell. This is the first time I believe that I've gotten a $50 super sticker. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I have to screenshot this, okay? So you can go and my H4HT records, okay? Because it's a few of y'all in my records. Some of y'all comments are so crazy. I had to record them. And, people that do stuff for me for the first time, I record them because eventually, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have some type of reunion. My 1-year anniversary. Okay? Okay. Thou be it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the super sticker. Love your commentary. Raw and honest preach. Thank you so much. I really have anxiety speaking like this because, people either going to love you or hate you. They either going to get it or they not. And a lot of things that I say can really be taken out of context, and it can really, really, really affect people in a negative way if it is taken out of context. A lot of times I do mean well when I speak on these topics, but I can only be real. You know what I'm saying? I'm a girl's girl at heart, which means I'm always go after women that are not living up to or being in their highest potential. That being said, women that are always attacking other women, and I'm not saying I'm saying women that attack women that clearly are genuine and have the truest and best intentions based on track record, history, etc. I'm always going to have an issue with, especially if you do it for the validation of men, etc. Thank you so much. And then you gave me another one. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank y'all. And then Journey to Jasmine. This is my sister, Journey to Jasmine. We got to have lunch. Okay. She also has a YouTube channel, y'all. So y'all look at her YouTube, check out her YouTube. We got to do lunch. Okay, Journey? We going to have to meet because we friends. Okay. Me and you, we friends. We know each other. But, so yeah, let me play this last part with Stormy them because they just out of control. I just really don't like Stormy. She definitely looked her mama up online, and unfortunately Mariah Tank and Boss Baby has probably had a classmate approach them about their dad in his bed bug. I agree. Mariah, especially is at that age. Mariah and Paris are at that age. It's time to stop fucking playing with people's kids. Like, seriously. Because she feels like her and her children are due all this fucking respect when your ugly ass got on fucking live and tried to say that sugar mama was the reason why your motherfucking coughing ass son was still coughing when that motherfucker was coughing for a month straight. And I don't mean it like that. I do apologize for my tone because I don't think the baby is a mother effer. That's just, you know, me speaking fast and out of whack. Like you literally got online and said that sugar mama was the reason why your baby was coughing, even though he was coughing for he had been coughing. The boy was always sick. If I was on YouTube at the time, I would have did a debunker of the damn boy coughing for a month straight. You should have motherfucking got him some onions to eat on. Shit. Talking about sugar mama the reason for your son bad health.
You know, I met with Tisha. It was really awkward. I think she was anticipating me asking her about the website stuff.
What'd she say?
It wasn't her fault. It was her graphic designer fault. And she just totally like deflected and put it on the graphic designer.
Don't you realize that's her stuff
I tried to help.
You know what? I gotta pause real quick because somebody said all I need is for H4HT and for True T to do a collab. Let me tell you something. A girl can only dream, okay? A girl can only dream. True T do not, True T don't really, she don't really be interacting with the bloggers like that. Like, yes, she'll support us or whatever, but like, she pretty much stay in her own lane. I like that. I appreciate her for that. I really do love True T, by the way. But a girl can only dream. I sit to myself and I say, if me and True T did like a news, we did like a news session, like once a week on Mondays or something like that, once a week, like just go through the reality news. Oh my gosh, that segment will bite so fucking hard. But a girl can only dream. Okay? A girl can only dream.
Awkward. I think she was anticipating me asking her about the website stuff.
What'd she say?
It wasn't her fault. It was her graphic designer fault. And she just totally like deflected and put it on the graphic designer.
Don't you realize that's her stuff though?
I tried to help.
Design the business or is it her business?
Listen, I tried to help her understand that. It turned me off a little bit. It made me feel like, I don't know if there's somebody I really thought I liked as much as I did. I done tried with these ass people. And I'm like, and the times I tried, like, and then I'm like thinking, like, I done tried. And then I remember, like, that bitch really was playing with me the other day. And how I let you make it. And you still playing with me. I'm tired.
And called her a hoe. Stormy called her a hoe.
What up?
Hi, how you guys? How you doing? Good.
You doing all right? Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hola, Miss Stormy. How are you?
I'm doing well. Y'all was late. Y'all was like an hour and a half late.
Corey do be high. I'm talking about Corey. Courtney be high. Courtney be high. I know the people.
To show up over an hour late today, like, they don't know that time is money. It's just mind blowing to me. These like they somebody, bitch, you ain't.
Y'all been good though? Everything been happy? Man, last time I hollered at you was at the backyard brawl.
No, he wasn't. Courtney didn't call. Me. Oh, Stormy, yeah.
It wasn't all good.
And we survived it, hey.
A lot of tension in the air. What?
Where? At the party?
At the party, yeah. Kiki had a problem with Tisha. Let Stormy know. Reese told me that Courtney was mad at me. I ain't mad. You know I ain't mad at you. I ain't got no problem with you. I'm going to tell you one thing I ain't like though. What's that? Like, as a man, like the last time we talked, I guess it was the expo thing, the talk. And you was like, Mr. Steele. I'm like, man, you know my last man. Don't play with me like that. That's some that kids do. You know what I'm saying? Like we grown man. I never call you out your. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's like selective outrage though, right? Because you had a problem with that, but you didn't have a problem with your wife calling me a bitch like 10 times.
I agree. I mean, that's weird. I agree. It's like, Courtney, how are you going to say something about the Mr. Steele thing, me throwing shade at you, but you're not going to say nothing to your wife about calling me a bitch? Granted, I agree with Stormy calling him a bitch because he is a bitch. But truthfully, In that instance, Stormy was being jealous of Mel. Can we just be honest? Let's just call it what it is. Stormy was mad the same way Letitia was mad that Marceau was acknowledging Mel more than what it is that they were saying. She felt embarrassed behind that because although her and Letitia has an alliance, Marceau just don't really operate like that, and you can tell. He always is operating on the opposing side of his wife until it's beneficial to him. It was beneficial for him and his wife to come together as a unit when it came to shutting us down. And because majority of us are millimeters, and at the time they were going against Mel, they had Martell in their back pocket. So at the end of the day, Mel trying to, I guess, help Letitia, get her to see that she is powerful, she's a unique woman, etc., would not have been in Marceau's benefit. Also, you hear clips of Letitia saying that, you know, she tried to step up more and speak up more when it came to Marceau, but he just wasn't having it. Do y'all remember that clip when she sat down with Mel and she said, I tried to, put my feet down on this, that, and the third, but Marceau is just not having it. These are the type of interactions that Marceau has with his wife on a day-to-day, which is why she gets so jealous when he is willing to admit he's wrong with other women, etc., because he never does it with her. Tisha is a punk. Tisha got left with Melody because she knew Mel wasn't going to get right with her ass. Mel is classy, and Mel is never going to take it to the degree in which it will ruin her brand as a kind Southern belle, because that is Mel's brand. Period.
That's like selective outrage, though, right? Because you had a problem with that, but you didn't have a problem with your wife calling me a bitch like 10 times.
Their alliance started to decline when Stormy and Marceau had the falling out. Period.com. They only had this falling out simply because Marceau was in agreement with Mel. Also, I'm gonna create this video, but I already believe that Stormy, oh my God. I told y'all she always wearing these damn shades everywhere she go. But if y'all go back and watch this scene, Stormy just don't look good. I don't know how much she weigh. Stormy to me is short. She looks like, to me, she weigh no more than 140. But for whatever reason, she has rolls all over her damn body like she weigh like 200 fucking pounds. Her weight is so unevenly disproportionate. It just aggravates me because when I see her sometimes, she have all of these rolls in her neck, and it's like, you not fat. So what is that? And it makes me believe like you are not supposed to be as big as you are. So even though to me, she looks no more than 140, I feel like she's supposed to be at least 125. She got all of these rolls on her. Why? She doesn't look that big. My God, all of these damn rolls.
Last time we talked, I guess it was the expo thing, the top. And you was like, Mr. Steele. I'm like, man, you know my last man. Don't play me like that. That's that kids do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grown, man. I never called you out your. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's like selective outrage, though, right? Because you had a problem with that, but you didn't have a problem with your wife calling me a bitch like 10 times. Hey, I ain't got no problem with it. Yeah, you didn't have a problem with it. But I'm gonna get my lick back. You could have got your lick back with me, though. Just by saying, don't call me that. That's disrespectful. I'm not gonna get my lick back with you.
How you gonna call a man a bitch and then tell him how to respond?
No, we did.
You agreed with me. You said you're the biggest bitch. If you show your feelings and said you had a problem, then maybe somebody could feel for you. But you said you was the biggest bitch.
I don't think anybody really likes to be called a bitch.
bitch. That's disrespectful. No, she knew what she said. She was trying to get under my
skin. Okay, and then one more thing that I want to bring to attention. When Stormy said, well, if you would show your feelings and show that you cared a little bit, then maybe somebody will feel for you. This is what they do to Mel. This is what women do to me as well. This is why I stand 10 toes down with Mel. Because through her confidence, resilience, and beauty, glory, and just her story, her journey, she holds her head high and she smiles even though she is going through shit. And people don't like that, especially in Black women. I don't know what this weird ass thing is, but if you do not exude the ability to seem like you struggling, people are not going to have any empathy toward you. And this is just something that I experienced. Like, I can be, oh, okay, yeah, my life is, good. I'm happy. I love this. I love that. I love this, about my life, whatever. If I do not express to people that I'm actually sad in this moment about this, that, and the third, it's almost like they keep throwing, darts at me or at Mel or at people, because they feel like, oh, well, you're not cracked yet. Another dart. Oh, well, it didn't break yet. Another dart. Oh, well, it didn't break yet. And that's what we see in Kimmy. Kimmy is always throwing darts at Mel because Mel hasn't broken down and cried to her, or Mel hasn't broken down to her. And you would hear her say when she sits down with Mel, oh, well, how would I know, like, if you didn't say that? Why the fuck do I have to tell you that I'm hurting? You see my husband cheating on me, ho. You see, ho? I gotta tell you that shit hurt for you to check in on me? Because that's what I'm about to, when I get off of live, that's what's going to be in my video of why Stormy, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm talking fast. But when I get off live, that's going to be in my video of why Kimmy was not invited to Mel's ceremony. One of the videos that I added in there, or one of the clips that I added in that video, was Kimmy and Mel sitting down at the table, and Kimmy discussing with Mel how is things going with her, how are things going with her and Martell, and basically Mel just letting it be known, she's not okay, but you never called and checked on me. Kimmy dumbass literally said, well, you seem like you have everything all together. That leads me to believe that these hoes really feel like because you smile through pain, you are undeserving of empathy and sympathy. Because Mel was able to smile through the things that she was going through, they wanted to break her because they would have been broken. They wouldn't have been able to show up in the world the way Mel was showing up in the world with everything that she was going through, which is why they continued to throw darts at her until she was able, or until they felt like she fallen. So that's just something that I wanted to point out with Stormy. I don't like Marceau, and I don't feel like he was hurting in any way, shape, or form. But bitch, you called him a bitch. Just like you feel some type of way that I speak on my platform. Again, we could say the same about you. How will we know you feel some type of way about the bloggers talking shit about you if you don't show it? Right? If you hadn't have gotten on, if you hadn't, if how we supposed to know you feel some type of way about us talking about you if you don't show it? You keep getting on the platform acting like you all good. You keep getting on the platform acting like, oh, you're not unfazed by the bloggers. But every time something big come out about you, you faking health problems as if you so unbothered. Every time big news come out about you, you try to act like you unbothered. So if you keep trying to act like you unbothered, how the fuck we supposed to know that you really bothered, or you really hurt by the stuff that the bloggers are saying, or you really feeling like we hate you by the stuff that the bloggers are saying? If you don't show it, we could say the same about you.
I'm not calling you a bitch. So anyway, back against me and going toward Courtney, like technically that ain't no man would do. That's a bitch would do. why I called you a bitch. A man would have been like, Courtney, get your wife.
Again, even after our conversation about the bitch, you still choose to use that.
We give up on this word.
Yeah,
no, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it.
And Letitia dumbass laughing. Why can't we give up on that word? Why can't we give up on that word? Let me stop. That's not good. I need to stop doing that.
You gotta ignore me.
Yeah, because
that's disrespectful.
No,
that's why she got a drink thrown her face. Why I got a drink on her face? Because y'all was ignoring the out of Kiki. Okay. That's not a reason to throw a drink on.
Oh, now Letitia mad.
That's why she did it.
No, she didn't do it because of that.
Okay. I think Stormy is being very shady in this moment. And for you to say, well, that's the reason somebody threw a drink on you because you chose not to talk to that person and protect your peace is very rude. It's one thing to be like, hey, I'm supporting her because she's dealing with addiction right now. But for you to blame me for her bad behavior, that is unfair and that's not fair. And
so who do we blame for your husband's bad behavior?
Stormy has an issue with me.
We talked about this a little bit at the party. Is that you told me that in your culture, this is a frequent word.
He said in your culture, so he was clearly trying to be funny.
Learn adults' new culture and tell adults how.
Are y'all carry on?
You shoot next.
Hey, man, I got some really, really important work to do. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Hey, man.
I gotta get this win. But y'all want to finish this game real quick, though?
I'm gonna watch you, though. I'm gonna watch you back.
Get your pool stick. This is a weird experience.
Stormy is so corny.
You invited us to have a date night. I don't get it.
What's wrong, Letitia? Boss up. What that little Bessemer bounce? Y'all can't see what I'm doing, but where's that Bessemer bounce? Where is the Bessemer bounce? Where is the Bessemer bounce? See, because you try to act. See, I don't like women. Just say you don't like Mel because your husband respects her. Your husband gives Mel the respect that you've always desired and wanted. Let's just keep it. Let's just call it what it is. If you were truly protective over your husband, the motherfucking day she uttered the word "bitch," my fist would have been so far down her throat, I would have had to get it surgically removed. I'm trying to understand. The woman called your husband a bitch 3 times. So where is the Bessemer bounce? And truth be told, the bounce is only for Kiki in the confessionals because she didn't have that bounce when Kiki threw that drink in her face. So again, I'm trying to understand, when do the Bessemer bounce come into play when it comes to Stormy disrespecting your husband? Because there's many things that I play about, but a bitch violating my husband is not one of them. Because my husband is kind and caring. He would never disrespect a woman. So if he is being disrespected by a woman, I'm only going to whoop your ass. The way I'm only whooping your ass is not even funny. We won't even communicate about the ass that I'm finna whoop. So again, I'm just trying to understand, how many times do you allow, because here's the difference. And here's what the difference is. Mel tried to speak life into Tisha and let her know what was going on behind her back. Letitia took Mel sharing the pillow talk that Mel and Martell had as her trying to ruin her marriage for bringing truths to her. So then she gets mad when Mel no longer tells her the pillow talk that Martell shared with her, and then continues to say that Mel is trying to ruin her marriage. Yet you have Stormy that has called your husband a bitch on multiple occasions and doubled down in it and said that she won't call your husband a bitch today. Where is the Bessemer bounce? Because I'm perplexed. I'm confused. Oh, we got more super chats. Hi, Lisa Love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate you. It says more money, more money. Yes. I need to get who know how to sing? Do anybody know how to sing? I need to get somebody on a beat. I need to get my money sign. I need to get my money video situated. Like I want a money chant. And Sean, hi. Thank you so much. This drag is epic. I appreciate it. Hopefully this drag don't get me banned. Okay? Because you two like to play with me. Thank you, Sean. I really appreciate you and your support. Thank you for your $5 super chat. Thank you, Lisa, for the $10 super chat. Let me see him. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying. And then I'm going to close out this video talking about Neil and the Fletchers. And I know this conversation has been real hit or miss over on my platform because some of y'all just don't want to hear it. Some of y'all just don't want to hear it. And which is why we're going to talk about it, because I think that a lot of us, whether we want to admit it or not, are emotionally drawn to this story for whatever reason or another. Whether, their family members remind us of somebody in our family that we don't like, or et cetera, et cetera. It says, but Marceau just fired at Courtney over Stormy bad behavior. Shots at Courtney for Stormy's bad behavior. Right. Marceau fired shots at Courtney for Stormy's bad behavior. I feel like I agree with that in a sense, as far as him not addressing women about his issues with them. But Marceau does that all the time. He's always antagonizing women. So I don't know why he only wants to take this viewpoint when I guess Stormy husband is as big as he is. But Tisha had a problem when Mill wasn't talking to her in order to protect her peace. Exactly. I don't understand. These people are so erratic. They are darts. They are demonic entities. Oh, I guess you're trying to say they aren't darts. They are demonic entities. Hey, Miss Reese. Oh, you speaking? Okay. The bounce is only for Mel and Kiki. And where I'd leapfrog, man. Marceau doesn't respect Mel. He just lets rude to her. I think that he has admiration for her. You're right. He don't respect women at all, period. Girl, it would be on site with Stormy. Man. Stormy is really not that girl. Like, I need help. When I watch this show, every episode I watch, I realize I need help. The Lord is not done with me. My therapist is not done with me. Your girl need help. Okay? Period. There would have been no more Kiki. Man, I would have been no man. You keep saying I would have just hit her with that damn stick upside her fat ass neck. I would pay for that, but y'all got to do it at night. You and True T, that would be good. Don't go bothering her with that, okay, y'all? Y'all know. Don't get fucking blocked. True T will block your ass in 3.5 seconds if you try to tell her what to do on her channel. Ho. So don't be going over there and be like, oh, do this, because then I'm gonna get blocked for even fucking suggesting it. Okay? I'm trying to keep my access code. I wear an 8.5 and it would have been an 8 because I would have broke off in Stormy ass. I'm telling you. I would have whooped Stormy ass. I know what you mean. Stormy would have put up or shut up. Facts. Where the best of the bounce? Yeah, where is it? Where is the bounce? Where is the bounce? She invited 2 hours. Stormy says anything. Mm-hmm. Where's the mm-hmm? Maurice is a kept man for sure. Not in your culture. Exactly. He was shading them people, but they boogers. They boogers. And I would say the same thing in the booger culture, because that's what it is. You a booger. You walking around here acting all ghetto and sloppy and just out of pocket for no reason. Tisha loves to send attack dogs at people, but it backfires on her. Her mama attacking her husband and Mill backfired on her. Her sending Kiki after Kimmy backfired on her. I agree. I agree. You got a major points. Stormy told Tisha to get active, and Tisha ran. Tisha scared of Stormy. I agree. Tisha is scared of Stormy. It's no other. Because what is going on? Why are you letting this woman disrespect you? But she literally stood up and tried to fight Mill. Do y'all remember when she pulled up? What event did she pull up to? Like she was finna fight Mill. Like she did this twice. She did it twice. Marceau is an instigator. He really is. Stormy act like that because her pit bull Courtney, but Courtney can get touched too. I agree. Stormy do act like that when she around. She she only act like that when she around Courtney. But then again, I think she act like that with people that she knows she can act like that with, if you know what I mean. Right. I would have definitely ran in Stormy mouth long time ago. Long time ago. OMG. We have another super sticker. Thank you so much, Angela, for the $50 super sticker. I really appreciate it. I told y'all I don't be knowing how to react when I get, these type of stickers, but I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Angela, again. Lord. Is this Katie B? Oh no, that's not Katie B. I like me some Katie B. She hasn't posted on YouTube in a while. But it's a lot of YouTubers that are underrated. Like I love Katie B's. These are a lot of the YouTubers that actually like be paying attention to when people get on live and stuff like that. They be slept on because they be keeping up with a lot of stuff. Um Love you and True T, yes. The Galentine event, right? She pulled up like she was about to fight. Like, what is your problem, ho? What you trying to fight her for trying to help you? This lady let you live in her house. Like, this is why she let you live in her home. She wants to keep getting those mildew. Right. Had on team wife shirt to antagonize Mill. Yep. She put on a team wife shirt. She jumped up and said, "You had a baby." She slammed the table. She was pointing her finger across the table and basically trying to get Mel to react. She was like, "You had a baby with him and you knew he was cheating on you." Well, your husband went to Africa and he went to Colombia. And I don't know if you know it or not, but those are two of the countries where the women just want the bread. Right? So what does that say? What does that because I know you don't want to acknowledge it in front of us, and really it's eating your heart out because you know the man cheating on you. So whatever. Wanda doesn't go after Stormy either. She probably scared of Betty. Y'all, we got to talk about this because it's clearly something going on. Mind you, Stormy did the interview with AL and he was throwing shade at what's this girl named Tisha. She was throwing, not he, I'm sorry, not AL. Stormy was throwing shade toward Tisha. So that leads me to believe that they have probably already fallen out. And Stormy is an idiot. Why would you even team up with them people when they was talking shit about the lady who you paid to be your friend, baby? Right. Stormy checked her behavior with Destiny. If Stormy and Courtney had been sincere about Courtney checking Marceau or giving him a fade he needs, Kimmy and Maurice would have been present. So it's just another made up storyline. I agree. I agree. Could be. It could definitely be just another made up storyline. Yeah, Mel could care less about the criminals. I agree. I bet you Stormy missed Mel's friendship after dealing with fake Tisha. I bet she do too, but it is what it is because Here for Hot Tea, you have spoke true facts about all of the Scotts, Martell, and Stormy, all of the hot, jealous, envious mess. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's enough of what I want to talk about with the Scotts and Stormy because I'm going to make videos about them. I'm going to spend this last little 20 minutes because I need to get off in 20 minutes. I want to spend this last 20 minutes talking about the Fletchers. So yes, y'all, go ahead and log off if you don't want to hear my thoughts and opinions about the Flets, okay? If you've had issues with some of my thoughts about the Fletchers, it's time to go ahead and log off, right? Because this last part of this conversation probably finna get a little bit greasy, and I might even bring my husband back on live later on if I do another live so we can discuss this because me and my husband both are the black sheep in our family. We are the breadwinners, okay? And well, he's the breadwinner. I would just say I would just say my family value men. So based on what they consider to be of value as a woman, I have it, apparently. That's why they treat me like shit. Okay, let me stop. But so yeah, y'all can click. So I wanted to talk about the Fletchers because I obviously can relate, right? I can obviously resonate with what's going on in the family. I have siblings that act like not siblings. I have family that act like Lexi. I also have siblings and family that treat me like how the Fletchers were treating Lexi. So naturally, when I saw the interaction, I was so intrigued. I was more intrigued by some of y'all responses to Lexi because it's just one of those things where I always say within our community, I don't know what it is to where people hold or house so much rank for men to where when a woman, especially a black woman, is just being human as far as reacting to what she feel like is unjust within her family, it's always looked at as a sign of you're seeking attention or, and truth be told, even if she was seeking her family's attention, why is that such a bad thing? Because she clearly wants her family attention, right? See, we was just at 445. Now we all the way down to 411. Yep. Y'all go ahead and get on up out the chat if you don't want to hear it. Because I want to get to the nitty gritty. And also make sure y'all like the video on y'all way out. Definitely make sure y'all liking the video, like the video, like the video. Additionally, the uneatable food cooked and would be going back and forth with one another if Stormy race. I agree. I do agree that I feel like I truly feel like at first it was a storyline, but I feel like if it was a storyline then, it's probably more real now because Letitia is an insecure broad. If she was calling, like she is so insecure. Think about it, y'all. She was calling Carson because people were saying that her hair wasn't cute. She was calling Kimmy because she felt like Kimmy was being shady to her. She was calling Carlos because she thought Carlos posted a subliminal message about Marceau. Sorry, I had to open the window for my cat, y'all. She's entitled. So So what was I saying about? Oh, Letitia. So if she felt insecure about all of these things, I 100% for a fact know that she feels some type of way about Stormi's confessional and called Stormi. If they hadn't talked it out, they definitely argued, and there's probably an issue now. She probably called Stormi about this week's confessional. She also probably called Stormi a week or two ago or 3 weeks ago when AL did the interview with Stormi, and Stormi was kind of being shady about the situation with Tisha, basically saying that the rumors already existed, everybody already knew. Stormi also said she didn't understand why Letitia would be upset with her cousin when the rumors were already out there, and she knew that Kiki was only asking to see if it was any validity or truth to it. So Stormi basically aired Letitia out and basically let it be known that Letitia knew all along that Kiki was only asking these people for clarification for her. So it's the fact that Letitia then gets to the cookout and starts ignoring Kiki as if she didn't know that Kiki was talking to the boy for clarity for her. So Stormi aired that out when she did the interview with AL already. So like I said, if it was for a storyline, the gig is up. Because Letitia insecure ass definitely hit Stormi ass up about these recent confessionals and that interview that she did with AL. That's just my opinion. And if not, then, hey, good. So be it. So basically, you willing to allow a woman to continue to disrespect you, your husband, and your family. Meanwhile, Mel was trying to uplift you and just give you some wisdom, give you some clients, okay? Introduce you to people, help you network. And you felt like she was trying to ruin your marriage like an idiot ass bird. But I'm sorry, I don't even know how we got back to this part because I want to go into the Fletchers. I really don't. Oh, Mel just started a live, so I'm probably finna get off this real quick. But I want to go into the Fletchers really quick because I just want to. These people got on it. I don't even know what y'all want me to say. I don't understand why is this much of a disconnect when it comes to. Thank you, Nikisha, because I see you DM me that Mel just started a live. I really appreciate y'all when y'all remind me, keep me up to date with stuff that's going on. But I truly do not understand the disconnect and what it is that I'm trying to relate to all of you all. Other than some people just want to be stuck in their ways. I truly believe that the things that I'm calling out about Neil remind some people of themselves, and they would be forced to look themselves in the mirror. And unfortunately, they don't like what they see. That's how I feel about some of these things, because it's not hard to have empathy for somebody. That's the only thing that I'm saying. You don't necessarily have to agree with the story, but to have empathy and to have sympathy in merely acknowledging her existence and her story, I don't understand what the fucking big deal is. But the fact that so many people have made it a big deal just to fucking see the girl makes me really understand why there is so many problematic children that have grown into adults in the world right now as we stand, because everybody was so willing to have empathy for the boy, right? But why can we not do the same for the girl? And I don't get why y'all can't see that there is clearly a reason why the girl feel like she is treated differently than her siblings. Here we are, another episode, and they still talking about what they can do to support and help Chris. Meanwhile, the girl sat at the dinner table and expressed how she feel, and nobody acknowledged her or even allowed her to have an opinion differently than theirs. So so you saying you reserving judgment for everybody in the family for now? Not me. I'm willing to talk about and judge everybody as much as they're willing to open up and share it, and that's just what it is, because my opinions and my viewpoints are obviously going to change as we get to know them more. Like, for example, a lot of us started out liking Kimmy. right? But if you ask those same people or some of those same people today, they would say they don't like her and give you reasons why. And they would be able to take you through the seasons in whatever the case and why they feel the way that they feel because they have the examples to give them that. So again, I feel like I started out liking the Fletchers. I'm giving them a fair chance, but at the end of the day, all I'm saying is I can see why that girl feels the way that she feel about her family. And I cannot understand why people cannot give her that at the bare minimum. The bare minimum is acknowledging her experience. But like I said, because a lot of y'all feel like because I have empathy for the girl, I don't have empathy for Neil. And it shows your mindset. It shows how stuck you are in the lacks of depth. Mm. Because if you are paying attention, then you wouldn't understand that at this moment, it's no real need to even acknowledge Nell because everybody can hear Nell. Everybody can see Nell. We're getting Nell's side of the story. So excuse me if I'm trying to hone in on one sector of this family because we didn't get much of it. I think that's the disconnect. Everybody wants to be able to, everybody wants me to go in or not go in, but I guess understand Nell's perspective or have a little bit more I guess sympathy for Nell without understanding the reason why I have so much sympathy and curiosity toward Alexi is because they shut it down, right? So we already get Nell's side of the story. You get what I'm saying? And that, thank you, and thank you, Relly. And some people I just want to kind of stay away from me because it's shit like once I made the video of how Neil chose to respond to the comments on Instagram, what are we still having to see? And this is no shade to the people that be like, oh well, I still just want to get to know more about the family. I'm trying to fucking understand what is it that we reserving the rights to? What are we reserving the rights to? And I feel like a lot of them do this because they are a reflection of Nell. They don't like the way that I speak about Nell. And they feel like because they relate to her and resonate with her, that I'm directly, I guess, targeting or attacking them. And that's not necessarily the case, but it does cause for pause because you should definitely look into why it is you feel the way that you feel. You get what I'm saying? Because nobody is right or wrong in this scenario other than the fact that nobody want to acknowledge Lexi. That's it. That's all. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down in that. I want to understand why is it that after you see the, okay, it's fucking clear to me. That's why I'm so confused. Like the people that have an issue with this, they gotta be the elders. They gotta be the elders. Because I am trying to understand what the fuck is so confusing about the girl sitting down. She communicated with them for all of 5 to 7 minutes on edited camera before she got up and said, if y'all are gonna lie, I'm done with this. She then said, as she's walking out, okay, kiss my ass. Not saying that is right, but the fact that so many people are want to be gun-ho stuck on her disrespecting these people after they literally didn't acknowledge her, gaslit her, it shows so much about those people's emotional intelligence. These are the type of people that expect you to not have any boundaries, right? These are the type of parents that want to tell you, oh, you know, I'll buy you a phone if you make A's and B's. You make all A's and one B, and now this same parent that told you they'll buy you a phone if you make A's and B's tell you they're not gonna get you a phone because although you made A's and B's, you left the TV on. I'm just using a dumb example. You left the TV on all night, so now I'm not buying you a phone. And these are the type of parents that if you hold them accountable, but you said you was going to buy me a phone, so technically that's you lying. You're not being honest. These are the type of people that want to just be able to lie to their kids, want to be able to just tell their kids anything, and their children not have any boundaries or question anything that they do. And I think again, I think this story just, it highlights who those people are. Because like I said, I'm not necessarily saying what Lexi said walking out the door was okay, but I have empathy for her. I have sympathy for her. I can see how you can get upset and aggravated to the point to where you want to say fuck y'all, kiss my ass, even though she didn't say the F word. I probably would have done, right? I can see why you would feel back into a corner to say that. I don't agree with it, right? But I could understand why and how it got to that point. I'm not going to be delusional and idiotic and say that she's disrespectful. So I can't, understand why she would say that, or I don't care what she's saying because she disrespectful, because it'll show your lack of depth. Is she really disrespectful, or was she backed into a corner? I think that's fucking clear. So everybody that continues to say, oh, Lexi too disrespectful, to me, it just goes to show you want to say shit to your kids. You want to verbally berate them. You want to back them into a corner. You want to gaslight them, and you want them to not stick up for themselves. And the minute that they do, you feel like you're justified of treating them the way that you did. I think the Fletchers are giving us real family issues and dynamics. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Oh, hi, Miss Sherry G. I'm an elder and I totally see things the way you do. Thank you, Miss Sherry G. I see, but I watch your channel. You're pretty reasonable, right? Like, you seemingly are the type of woman that appreciate conversation. Like, I don't know you, or I don't know any of your family, but if I had to judge you based on, the little bits of that we get to see of you discussing the shows or whatever, I would have to say that you would probably be a parent that allow your children to communicate. So when they get older in age, your issue with your children probably wouldn't be the way that they choose to communicate, because you've allowed them to communicate their entire lives. And that's another thing people fail to realize. The way Lexi chooses to communicate when she's backed into a corner is a reflection of her family. Same thing with me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know somebody tried to throw a dig, and this is, again, ill-mannered people, right? Instead of calling it what it is, they rather then try to throw you under the bus, or then try to make you feel small for your understanding of what is going on or being displayed on TV. So, like, there was a lady that said, oh, well, you feel like that because of what your father did to you. And so I asked her, what did my daddy do to me? Right? Because at the end of the day, although, like I said, I show up in the world today as who I am, I always stand by, I am a reflection of my parents. Truly. I am truly a reflection of my parents, which is why, some people take offense to the way that I speak about men, right? But when you are raised by a narc, there are certain personality traits and characteristics that you are going to spot in men instantly. Instantly. And I am a reflection of my narc. Now, that doesn't mean like I'm like him, or I'm a reflection of him in the lack thereof. Do you understand that? It takes depth to be able to have this type of conversation. Hey, Miss Black Titanic, I felt like I seen you in the chat earlier, but the comment had went away. Hey, Miss Black Titanic, I appreciate you for joining the chat. And Trail says, me personally, I'm the type of person in the family, I don't want to hear the same old shit, to be honest. If I don't fuck with me, if you, or maybe if you don't fuck with me, I'm not filming or playing with them at the table. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I believe children that suffer with emotional abandonment, because I think that's what Lexi is dealing with. They always have hope. And I think, again, I feel like they always have hope. So when they are again let down, that's one of the reactions that we see. That's how I feel. I feel like also, if you have a family member that feel like they've been done wrong and they speak about it with you and then they try to speak about it again, it's because obviously they haven't gotten a chance to discuss this with you openly. So if they finally get a breakthrough and being able to be freely in their expression, the shit is not going to go away, y'all. Yeah, that's one thing that's also plays into effect. Some parents are taking the new high road and they're like, okay, I'm going to listen to my children now. And then they feel like, okay, well, I listened, I heard them out, I apologize this one time, so I don't have to hear it no more. That's not how it works. And that also shows your character. You're only willing to do something if it's a gain, or if you can gain something from it. At the end of the day, you know, it's not going to make you feel good, but if they went, and typically you get this from the parents, or you get this from the adults that were shunned from expressing themselves freely as children. So when they become adults and they finally understand or feel how good it feels to just freely express yourselves or themselves, they are going to just chat. And so, like I said, you see this with those family dynamics. A lot of times those parents just want them to stop talking about it. But bitch, and I'm sorry if that offends you, but ho, it don't work like that. You can't shun your child from freely expressing themselves for 28 fucking years of their lives, and then on their 29th birthday they ready to start expressing themselves. You acknowledge them for the first time in 29 motherfucking years, and then think they're not supposed to mention it again. That's not how it works. And that's disingenuous. That's not genuine. You're showing that you don't really care about the healing of your child and the betterment of them. You just care about you still to this day. Cause who gives a fuck about you being uncomfortable? Your kid was uncomfortable for 29 fucking years and not being able to freely express themselves because you told them being honest in expressing themselves is disrespectful. So yes, love, you probably gonna have to hear your child express themselves openly and freely for the next 29 motherfucking years. Yes. Yes. And if you love them, you would allow them to express themselves, because you would understand that your, or what you thought you were doing as a child, shunning them from freely expressing themselves, actually created a void in them. So it is what it is. So that's another thing, you know? And then let me see. What else y'all saying in the comments? What y'all saying? I think it's both. She was frustrated about the disregard. Then she went off. The communication was not there for her. I agree. I agree. But for people to just hone in on her being disrespectful, I think is disingenuous. Like, let's be honest, okay? And again, like I said, Kiki, the cousin, the outsider, was more disrespectful than Lexi ever was. But Nell told her to shut the hell up. And so again, when people get in the comments and they be like, "Oh well, I don't care because Lexi was disrespectful," it says a lot about their character. That's it. That's all. It says more about your character than anything, because you're choosing to not acknowledge this girl after she got disrespectful. It was literally a cause and effect. And if you can't see that, I don't know what will make you see that shit. And I wouldn't even try to get you to try to see something like that. That's very clear. That's clear. That's clear. And so the next thing would be, okay, they're talking the next episode, Chris is, really focused in on his son's mental health. Why don't we get this same, loving understanding or interaction with the Fletchers when it comes to their daughter? If y'all can't understand that, I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. And so everybody got in my comments after I made the video about Neil responding to comments about her stepdaughter. And these people, again, gotta be elders, kept saying, well, Lexi was disrespectful. They're not in a good place. Lexi disrespectful. They're not in a good place. Well, if somebody told me to kiss my ass, I would. If somebody told me to kiss their ass, I wouldn't care either. I mean, what the? Grow up. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Neil is 60 something years old. On the fucking internet responding to negative comments about her stepdaughter. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when people start violating, then people want to feel some type of way, right? So basically, her stepmama, her old ass stepmama, dinosaur age, because that's the shit I would say. See, I would start violating, right? Like, let my stepmama play with me. I'm gonna let let my stepmama play with me. The way she finna be reminded of my daddy's obsession over my mama, which is the way she aging like a jug of milk. Yeah, cause I would light my stepmama up. I really would. I truly would light my stepmama up if she got on fucking Beyonce's internet responding to negative comments about me. So again, like I say, it got to be the elders, people that want to just be able to say shit to you because they older than you, and you just got to respect them. Nell is on the fucking internet responding to negative comments about her stepdaughter. And the only thing everybody got in the comments and said was, well, if she told me to kiss her ass, then I wouldn't like her either. Then all I asked was, is it right? Is it right for her stepmom, y'all? And this again, put yourselves in Lexi's shoes. Y'all never put yourselves in other people's shoes, which is why you can't relate. If you were in Lexi's shoes and you expressed to your stepmother and your family, your siblings that did what they did to Lexi at the table, that you feel like an outsider, and then they blow up on you and all of this other shit, you kiss my ass, all of this stuff, and then your stepmama get on the internet and respond to a commenter that said, did Lexi crybaby ass come? Really, ho? Are y'all hoes really gonna sit on the internet and lie? Really? And this is why I don't be respecting people, because I also realize it's about favorites. It's about who you like. Because some people was also in the comments like, oh, well, everybody at the table saying the same thing about her, so it must be true. Bitch, do y'all not remember everybody at the table saying the same thing about Mel? Was it true? Was it true? Or did everybody jump on walkie-talkie coattail? Because people jump on coattails too. I'm just trying to understand, child. I couldn't stand my stepmother with her lying ass. I'm telling you. And it be the type of women, and it be shit like y'all would literally get up in relationships with men that will not establish structure and in a foundation for their family unit, and will leave you to be the person to mend his broken homes. And bitch got the nerve to be upset at the kids for not respecting a bitch that'll lay with a nigga that won't fucking that won't stabilize his family dynamic. Y'all are idiots. Y'all are idiots. Y'all really be in competition with these men kids. Like, you're a whole fucking adult talking about I am the one that makes his head turn. Bitch, why do you want to be in a relationship with a man that can't see his kids without you making him see them? Ugly. You think he won't do your kids like that? So again, I'm trying, and somebody said, yeah, a lot of us have stepmama issues, but I respect myself and my mama by ignoring her nasty ways. Let me tell you something. I don't even think it's stepmama issues. I think women are fighting for the validation for men. So much so they are willing to put themselves in relationships with men with a plethora of broken homes just for the validation of a man. They want a man so much they gonna get with the man that done left 5 fucking broken homes for you to deal with. And so yeah, those the type of bitches that deal with that. Those the type of bitches. Somebody said, I hope my stepkids don't hate me like y'all saying. And Trails, it'll really just depend, right? It'll really just depend. Are you competing for attention? And typically we wouldn't know. I never judge stepmoms based on their own son. I don't judge you as a mother if you got a son, period. Like, I judge you as a mother, obviously, but I don't judge you as a woman until I know how you mother your daughter. I'm not gonna say whether you a good stepmama or not until I know your stepdaughter side, and if I know you got a stepdaughter, because typically that's when the competition come into play. A woman not gonna compete with a man. A woman not gonna compete with a man and his son. But for whatever reason, weird ass hoes get in relationships with men and really be competing for their attention. But bitch, you got in a relationship with a man that has 3 broken homes, 3, 4, 5 broken homes. He has to allocate his attention that way, and you mad because you getting the shit end of the stick. Like, I mean, it's clear. People all in the comments. Well, Lexi said, "Kiss my ass" to her stepmom. All you hoes are full of ego. And the reason why all of these kids out here disrespecting the shit out of y'all and their elders. See, because one thing I know I got to look forward to is not nobody I raised disrespecting me. And I'm not gonna say that because I'm saying that because I like to feel like I'm genuine in my approach when I deal with certain things. And also, I'm not in a relationship with a man that have a million broken homes. My stepmama hated my mama too. And that was really the issue. The issue is really the men. My stepmom, first of all, me and my siblings look like my mama. My mama fine in a mug. I be telling y'all, the day I finally come out, my mama is fine, okay? My mama is like in her 50s, all right? And she is giving every bit of 30. My mama is fine, okay? And she left my daddy. She left his ass where he stood. My daddy thought he was gonna be taking my mama through the ringer. My mama left his ass. And my daddy had this uber obsession with my mom. He talked about my mom every day in the household that he shared with his new wife. He had My mama left him, right? He had got married. He had got remarried like in a blink of an eye. And this was he got married because my mom was about to put his ass on child support. I can remember it like it was yesterday. My mama wouldn't take him back. He was begging and pleading. Next thing you know, he was down at the courthouse a month later marrying a hoe. And not the hoe he had a baby on my mama with. I'm telling y'all this shit. So basically, my stepmama I'm sorry. But so basically, my stepmama married my daddy when he had a new baby. My sibling, I'm not even gonna, my sibling at that point was all of 3 months. My daddy took that hoe to the altar when my sibling that he had out of wedlock was 2 months, 2 or 3 months. And so boom. So I'm just giving y'all some history, some of my background. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all some of my background because I just think it's so funny because like, and just like that. So Nell was around her daughter when her daughter was months old. Why isn't it that Nell couldn't formulate any type of relationship with her stepdaughter? My stepmama didn't formulate no type of bond. All right, with my out of wedlock sibling. And I'm just trying to differentiate it. But at the end of the day, her mama she's an outsider. That's the truth still to this day. So, and not because we wanted her to be, because at the time we was kids, but that's just how it ended up happening. So, I say all that to say, like, he married my stepmom. My out of wedlock sibling was like 2-3 months, and every day he spoke about my mama to this lady. Every day, every day. So much so, and I don't even want to give too much of my so much. This is what I'm saying. This is how men will use you if you let them. You so busy trying to compete with the woman that ran away. You trying to compete with his kids. You trying to compete and do all of this shit while he's sitting up here talking about the woman that ran from him. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting. That's all I'll say. Um, it's interesting. So because my daddy had this obsession with my mama, my stepmama took that out on us. She used to do weird shit. Like she used to tell her kid that did. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta add one more thing. And a lot of times these women have kids themselves, just like Nell. Just like Nell. A lot of times, yes, my daddy is a narc. Whoever asks, you must be new here. Um, but yeah, scroll on down the page. I've been very open about it. He's actually just like walkie talkie. And in fact, if for the people that are new, my family story is almost an exact replica of Mel's story. Replica. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said it like that. Of Mel's story. Like literally to the T, y'all. So if you want to have any type of understanding on my story, it's kind of like that. All right. But my daddy remarried. But anyways, so going back to what I was saying, and a lot of times these women that get into relationships with these men with a plethora of broken homes, they too have kids. But a lot of times their baby daddy ain't even half of what they're in a relationship with. Or they're just grateful to have somebody help them take care of their motherfucking kids. They are willing to overlook anything because they just don't want to do it alone. And that is who my stepmama is. Like, because she had her own kid, but his daddy didn't do shit. Like, his daddy didn't do shit for her kid. And so, because she had a boy, she had a son. And that's another thing. My daddy valued sons. That's another thing. Okay. I was the golden child to a narc because I was his first daughter. Every daughter that came after me was a non-motherfucking factor. That's how it felt. And so, anyways, but yeah. Um, so yeah, my stepmama used to do weird shit, like tell her kid to clean up his side of the room and don't clean up the whole room that he shared with my siblings. And so they used to tell me, and this is how I knew she was evil. And so the household was full of just us going back and forth. So my daddy didn't play about disrespect. So my siblings would tell me, and I can remember the first time this happened, because it happened multiple times. They told me that she told her kid to clean up half the room, even though they fucked the room up together. And so I can remember being the teenage golden child to a narc, walking my ass upstairs to her. And I was like, why would you tell him to only clean up half the room when they both be messing up the room? And so she just looked at me. And so, and I can remember, and so she was like, well, because she was one of those women that act like she was nice and friendly, but realistically, she was just one of those people that act submissive to men, even though it was against her better judgment. So, so I was like, why would you do that? And she was like, well, I was only telling him to clean up his side of the room. And then I can remember telling her, you are so petty, because they share a room. Why would, and I'm literally at this age, I'm like 14. I'm telling her, I'm like, you are so petty, because why would he have to clean up half the room when they all mess up the room? And I'm like, you trying to be nasty to my sisters. And so she was like, oh, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. And I could literally remember, this is how I knew the trajectory in the household was going to change. I could literally remember telling her, you are an evil ass bitch. As a kid, 14, this is what I said to her. And that was wrong. I shouldn't have called her an evil bitch, right? But this was her. Okay, this was the first time she's done that. However, she has cooked her kid food and not me and my siblings. And so she had left allocating cooking food to me and my siblings. And so she would make her son food. Meanwhile, me and my siblings take up majority of this motherfucking household, and she wouldn't make us anything. So this was just me at this point. This is why I say kids are not dumb. Typically, if the child is disrespecting the stepmom or the stepdad, it's not for no reason. Kids are sense energy. Even if the adult never did what my stepmama did to me, the energy that my stepmother used to give us, it felt like she didn't like us. It felt like she didn't want us around. She never participated in having conversations with us outside of my dad. So we knew she didn't really like us. We knew that. It didn't take no rocket science for that. So when y'all be like, but she was disrespectful. Kids are not dumb. Like when y'all was getting in the comments trying to tell me how y'all stepkids be treating y'all bad, I'm gonna take the stepkid side on this, because kids are not dumb. Although you trying to sit up there and lay up with their daddy, I can tell you probably didn't try to even create a relationship with them kids just by the shit that you telling me. But anyways, so yeah, I can remember telling her that. I called her a bitch, y'all. And I was shaking and scared for my life, because I knew I was finna get a whooping. Yeah, you say it's triggering you because you would have fought your stepmama. I'm telling you, I was a kid. I was a kid. You get what I'm saying? There was times when I felt the rage, like I wanted to fight her. I felt that rage, but I never partook in that because I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? Um, but this is the type of shit like people be doing. So, anyways, um, but yes, it's Tay. Of course you think I'm wrong. You the same person that didn't want, your kids being around their steps or whatever. But so I feel like you kind of petty like that. I feel like you would probably tell your kids to do one thing, even though they share a room, and then when the kids react, you would feel some type of way about it. But so yeah, so I called her a bitch, right? Y'all, I was scared for my life. I knew my daddy was finna come home from work and whoop my ass for speaking shit to his so sweet, soft wife. I just knew it. But she didn't tell on me. Do y'all hear that? She didn't tell on me. And that is how I knew she was doing wrong to us. That's how I knew she was wrong, because she didn't tell on me. And I know if she would have told my dad, my daddy was one of the type of people that would have, he gets everybody's sides of the story. He's a narc, but he get everybody's side of the story. And he would have asked for our side of the story, and we would have told him that she told, you know, until this day, he still don't know about that interaction till this day. So so um so boom. So yes, Tay, yes, I'm wrong for calling my stepmom a bitch. Yes, and I don't care. Like, she is a bitch. Oh, you said no, I don't think you're wrong. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care, because she is a bitch. Because if you okay, cool. Because I was gonna say, like, if you can co-sign a grown as adult doing that to kids, then I mean, you petty. I mean, of course you would think I'm wrong for calling her a bitch. And granted, I felt like I shouldn't have called her a bitch, but like I said, I knew she was being a mean, evil person when she didn't tell my daddy. That's it. That's all. You get what I'm saying? So for years, no, I think I was 13 at that point. I think I said I told y'all I was 14. I was 13. So for years, um, the dynamic, that's how the dynamic was. She wouldn't cook me and my siblings food, and I would have to cook us food. And when I would cook me and my siblings food, she would come to me and get upset that I didn't cook her kid food. But the only reason I started only cooking me and my siblings food is because her son would come to her and tell her he's hungry, and she would only cook him food. So I started being petty like her. If you only gonna cook him food and not us, then I'm only gonna cook me and my siblings food. And also, I think that she started only cooking her son food because my little sibling, I'm telling you, this is why I say women be in competition with men and their children, especially their daughters. I can remember one time my little sibling had told her, "Why do you cook this like this?" Because my mom really cooks. And one thing that we've noticed was, because mind you, we grew up in a household, in a two-parent household, right? For 14 years, we had both of our mom and dad. So my dad separated from my mom, and when it was before he got married, he used to just only get fast food. So then he got married to this lady, but this lady still only bought fast food. And we were kids that came from home cooked meals. We were used to eating every day. Like, my mom cooked food every day. So when she did finally start to cook food, the food was different. You get what I'm saying? It was different. And that's kids. Like, that's kids. If that's what I'm saying, people egos be getting in the way of these relationships. So I could just remember her trying to cook this whole meal. The shit was bad. She couldn't cook. And you knew she couldn't cook because my daddy was a narc. He was an evil man. He used to tell us this. That's what I'm saying. Like, women be trying to compete against kids with men that don't respect you. My daddy used to tell us, like, I know the food ain't what you used to, but eat all the food. That's what he used to tell us. We used to have pep talks about eating the damn food. And so I could just remember my sister asking her, why do it taste like this? Because I feel like she used to put sugar in her green beans or some shit like that. And that was foreign to us. We didn't know why she was doing that. Because why the fuck the green beans sweet? We just didn't know that. And so my sister was like, why you doing this? Why does it taste like this? and she got an attitude. And she was like, just be happy you got food. Some kids don't got food. And so I could just remember being a kid laughing, like I'm at the table cracking up because I'm a kid. I know my sister. I know my sister. She wants what my mama used to cook, but I'm my daddy's child for real. I'm gonna eat whatever you give me. This is how I grew up. My sisters and my brothers were different. They didn't grow up like that. They grew up having options. Me, on the other hand, the golden child to a narc, I ate whatever they put in front of me. So them being curious was just always funny to me because I never said anything. I knew the shit tasted bad, but I just ate it because I knew I didn't want to hurt her feelings you know what I'm saying? I'm 13, 14 years old. I don't want to hurt her feelings no more than her feelings are already hurt by my daddy pinning her against my mom. You know what I'm saying? And my daddy used to also say stuff like, oh, well, she wear this, you should try to wear this, or, they do this, you should try to do this. He used to try to recommend her do the things that my mom used to do. In turn, instead of her respecting herself enough and finding a man that respects and loves her for who she is, she would literally take offense to that and come at us, the kids. She used to come at us for that. So this is why when I look at the Lexi situation and the Nail situation, I'm a lot more intrigued by that dynamic because Nail met Lexi when Lexi was literally months old. I want to know more about why it is that relationship is the way it is. Y'all know women be trying, like I said, women, especially single mothers, I said it once and I'll say it again, they in it for themselves. I don't knock them for that because get it how you live. When you have to take care of kids on your own, you got to make the best man win. You get what I'm saying? May the best man win when it comes to taking care of them kids. So, but at the same hand, in the same breath, I don't understand why women get in relationships with men that can't fully take care of their responsibilities without the triangulation of women. And some women, like I said, they put themselves in these situations because they want validation from men. They are willing to do anything so they can have help taking care of these kids because it's hard out here. So even with all of that I went through, I don't even necessarily blame my stepmother. I blame my daddy. Y'all get what I'm saying? So when I speak about these situations, I don't even be blaming Neil. I just want to understand where it's coming from. For the most part, I blame Chris. However, I blame Neil for being weak enough to still just be here. Period. That's it. That's all. Like, you on the internet responding to negative comments about your stepdaughter that just told you she feels like an outsider. Y'all trying to get in my comment section and tell me why you feel like that's justified because the girl said kiss my ass months ago, probably a year ago when they filmed that. That's why the world is the way that it is. That's why so many of these kids are not respecting adults, because the adults are not giving us anything to respect. If you weren't an adult and you stood on principles and morals despite what it is that you like and dislike within a person, kids can learn from you. You get what I'm saying? But that's not the case a lot of the times, especially because we have so many people that agree with a stepmom being on social media responding to negative comments about her stepdaughter because her stepdaughter lashed out and said kiss my ass after they failed to acknowledge her experiences. When a narcissist try to triangulate you, you make them put their money where their mouth is and they will shut up. I mean, yeah, that's true. You know that now, but I was a kid. And one thing that I didn't realize is I was being used by a narc. Some of y'all already know my daddy used to tell me shit about my mom. And he used to literally tell me to, ask my mom why he on child support, why I put him on child support. My daddy used to set me up for the resentment that my mom has for me today. And again, my mama is human, okay? I don't judge her for what she had been through and the resentment that she may or may not have for me to this day. However, I do believe that, the stuff that my mom experienced with my daddy is a result of her failing to acknowledge her traumas and her experiences in that moment. So there's no way she's going to be able to acknowledge my traumas and my different experiences because she hasn't even acknowledged her traumas and her experiences. So again, when I speak about the Fletcher situation, it's because I really want to understand every aspect of the situation. I truly do, because I feel like a lot of people feel like, because the way I talk, the way that I talk, I place blame on the parents when I really place blame on everybody. But we got to start to get to the finish, because everybody is to blame for why the family is fucked up. Period. Everybody, all the 313 people in this chat, y'all too play a role in why your family may be fucked up. However, you might not be the start of it, and that's legit. That's valid. However, in order for you to understand the whole thing in totality, you have to get to the start, which is why some people might feel uncomfortable as I break down the Fletchers, because I got to get to the start. And the start for a lot of people is uncomfortable because you then have to look in the mirror. That was my mom. My mom would do a whole smear campaign against my dad, then turn around and tell us not to talk bad about our dad. That's the thing. My dad, he spoke very ill of my mom. However, my mama never spoke about my daddy. So I, for a long time, grew up believing everything that my daddy said about my mama. And it ended up biting me in the ass as I became an adult, because now I'm in a space to where my mom actually harbors a lot of resentment toward me because of who I was when I was growing up. Unfortunately, I wish she was woman enough to see that I was being used. I was a tool being used to go against her. But at the end of the day, I don't blame her because she's a human. I understand now that I'm a woman how hurtful it must have been for your daughter to come to you and be talking to you about, what it is that you doing to keep a fucking roof over our head. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I used to come to my mom, because my narc daddy would literally convince me that I had the authority to question my mom about what she was doing with the child support money that he was sending her. So, boom. Now you get up in age, right? I'm just trying to break it down for y'all so y'all know who y'all dealing with, because I'm not ashamed of my story. I feel like um I am, like I said, a reflection of everything that I've gone through in life. And I think it's the better parts of me, because I am able to have empathy and sympathy and just understand a lot of things that people are not willing to acknowledge. So, just to give y'all more of an understanding, what this will do in the future is create a sibling rivalry, which is what I am too also experiencing. Because my narc, I was the golden child to a narc, he positioned me to be the tool that he uses to manipulate my other siblings. So when they weren't doing what it is that he wanted them to do, then he would say, okay, well, look at how this sibling is. She's this, she's that, she's this, she's that. Why can't you be more like her? Or why won't you, do this, do that more like her? And so now that I'm an adult, I realize, like, my siblings also have resentment toward me, because my dad was doing things like, picking me up to, teach me and give me all of these lessons and leaving them behind. Or, picking me up to take me on shopping sprees. Cause, I went on a few shopping sprees by the year, and leaving them behind. And he was doing this because so basically what he would do is he would get me and buy me any and everything that I wanted and needed, and tell my mother that she has to use the child support money to take care of the rest of my siblings. So I'm coming home on the weekend with, I'm coming back home with, new clothes, new this, new that, new this, new this, new that. And my siblings are like, hold on, because we got the same daddy. What's going on? Furthermore, you know, my mom, who is a single mom, she's trying to take care of all these kids on her own. So me not understanding my dad manipulating my mom into being in poverty, because although she works, a full-time job, and she's doing this and she's doing that, he was again like holding the child support over her head. Because and the only reason the child support came about is because my mom asked him for child support. He told her no, like in text message. So she took it to court and they ended up giving my mama 3 times the amount she was asking for. So he had like, oh my gosh, y'all, I can literally go on and on and on and on and on. I just like to give pieces of my story so y'all know where I'm coming from when I speak about these situations, because I do feel like you shouldn't speak on situations if you can't understand it, or if you don't have any experience in that, realm of things. And so I just feel like Lexi she reminds me of one of my elder siblings. She reminds me of the sibling that I have, because all my siblings have the same father except one, which would be my eldest sibling on my mom's side. And she, like, again, like my dad used to again pin me and her against each other, because he used to try to say, like, she was more like her dad, even though he was raising her when she was basically a baby. He still made me and propped me up to be like his golden child. So naturally, this will make my elder sibling, feel some type of way. And I, for a long time, couldn't understand why she didn't like me. Because I got an older sibling that don't like me. And I feel like it was just because the times in that moment. You know what I'm saying? It was just the times in that moment. I think that she couldn't understand why I was able to live, me and my other siblings were able to live the way that we were able to live, and she wasn't. She also couldn't relate to the way that my dad chose to discipline. I also think that my parents' ability and lack thereof to communicate with her how to be and function in the world and live in her experience, they failed. Because that's another thing, like I said, instead of nail them trying to act like she really has the same experience, just be honest, because she doesn't. And again, if my parents would have acknowledged that my older sibling probably felt weird because she can see a two-parent dynamic with us, and she's probably wondering where her daddy is and why she can't have that dynamic. I mean, she's a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? But if you are parents and you do not nurture that in your children as they experience these differences within their siblings, it is going to create issues in the future, whether you do it intentionally or not. So, yeah. So my daddy did all of that intentionally. And now here I am, an adult, and I had to cut off all my family, including my dad, because of the circumstances. So I think that the Fletchers are extremely interesting. And that is why I feel like they are interesting. And I wanted to share that with y'all because I know it'll probably help y'all understand why, that storyline is so interesting to me. I am naturally gravitating towards storylines that I can relate to and resonate with. And the Mel and Walkie Talkie storyline is too one of the storylines. Like I said, it was an exact replica of what my mom had went through. Lexi was raised during the times of landlines. Phone communication played a part of what children thought versus how it was. Right. I hate to say that I'm an older sibling that doesn't like her younger siblings. Right. Right. And you might not like your younger siblings because they grew up with a sense of entitlement. Because I too am an older sibling that don't like my younger siblings because while like I love them, but and I'm not gonna necessarily say I don't like them, but I feel like there's a disconnect. One, I'm Gen Z, right? And so the kids that come after Gen Z are a lot more problematic than Gen Z will ever be. And there is a certain level of failed accountability. They don't acknowledge anything. They have no foresight. They're coddled. They're babies. They just not they're I mean, it's a lot of shit going on with that new generation. And I feel like I feel like we don't share the same understanding. Like if I'm able to understand you, why can't you try to understand me? You know what I'm saying? Like I basically don't have a relationship with my daddy basically because he intentionally tries to use me as his golden egg. And I want them to understand like I chose y'all over my daddy, so I don't understand why y'all would feel like I'm co-signing his BS. You know what I mean? I hate to say that I'm an older sibling that does. Oh yeah, I read that. OMG, how do you deal with the emotions from everything that happened in your childhood, and how about your family dynamic now? So I am in therapy. I've been in therapy for I don't know how long, y'all. I don't think the shit worked. I'm just playing, but no, I'm in therapy. I think that I think I'm just at peace. I think that's just what it is. I'm just at peace. There is just nothing else to say. Like there's nothing I can change in or fix about the situation. I can't make grown as old people see certain things that they don't want to see. So the best way that I've learned to deal with this is to just remove myself. Because I can speak like this. Um, I can speak like this now, but let it have been maybe 2 years ago, I would probably be cussing my fucking siblings out right now. Like to this day. I would probably be cussing their ass out. My children are going through the exact process with the buying of things for a particular child. Even though my ex-husband has 4 children with me, the ex acts like he only has sons and no daughters. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's the same thing with my daddy. I don't think they value again. And so another thing with the Fletchers, Black men just don't value Black women. And I'm obviously going to say the majority. I'm not talking about all of them. I'm talking about the majority. And if you feel some type of way about that, look at the numbers. I don't care. So, yeah, I don't know what's that about. For whatever reason, because it's like they feel like, oh, my legacy, my legacy. When truth be told, your legacy is through your daughters, the womb carriers. Yeah, them new kids different. Them new kids. And, I can't even talk to them. I would rather not communicate with the new kids. So like how some bloomers, they would hear me talk and they would be like, yeah, no, this is a route I choose not to go down. That's how I am with them new ones. I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck no. We ain't doing that. Here for Hot Tea, you have to be very careful with the therapist you chose. Not all have the expertise to treat someone with narcissistic abuse. I agree. I agree, but I think I agree actually. I've actually gone through a few. I agree. And one thing that I realized, Black women especially have some type of alliance and understanding with trying to be validated by Black men. That's all I would say on that topic. For whatever reason, I have the most issues with older Black women in therapy than anything. If I'm going to do therapy, I don't choose a man. I don't like men. There's nothing a man can help me with in therapy, period. But I always go for women that are 30s to 40s. That's the lie, because they gotta be 35 to 55, 50, 35 to 50. I had a therapist at one point. She was like she was like 60 something, very outdated. Couldn't do it. Anyways, y'all, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get up out of here. We had a really, 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 really good chat. I know a lot of y'all have been waiting on me to talk about the being raised by a narc situation. I'll talk more about it because I know y'all really like that conversation. But hold on, I got some super chats. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, y'all, for all of y'all support and stuff like that. You know, I know y'all probably think it doesn't it takes some time to get to where I'm at in life. I am only 26 years old. So if you are like older than me and you've gone through this and you feel like don't feel defeated, because this is just something that you got to deal with it for the rest of your life. It is going to be an emotion that you deal with for the rest of your life. And that's why I am very intentional when I come on this platform and I talk about these people in their life. That's why, like, the shit that Coleslaw do, I don't take for a joke, because she can joke about it now, but the only people that are going to be more affected by this are her irrelevant children, because those are the things that I've experienced in my situation. And I'm not saying that, oh, my story is the same for everyone across the board. But what I'm saying is that history history repeats itself. The side children, the out of wedlock children, the side piece kids are never considered in life, period. And granted, she does have a son by him, but again, you know, it only goes so far, because at the end of the day, rather her daughter is going to be affected by this. I know she plays like it's not a big deal. You know, she's joking around with these people playing on these kids' name, but her daughter will get the worst possible outcome out of all of this. Why? Because her daughter is a girl being raised by a male identified side bitch. That's why. Male's children are always going to have the golden ticket because of their mother, not by way of their dad. Baby Slaw is only going to be as relevant as his father accepts him to be, meaning he's only going to make sense to Walkie Talkie. Nobody is going to make sense of Baby Slaw, period. Nobody is going to make sense of him. Nobody is going to want to deal with his entitled ass behavior, because that's an entitled ass side baby. The reason why that's an entitled side baby is because his siblings get to grow up living the life of luxury. He will forever be the poster child for the demise of a Black family. He is going to require a lot of therapy that his parents will not get him into because they can't afford it and they don't care about him. His mammy is too busy trying to tunt and place herself up against this man's children. And at the end of the day, whether he knows it or not, his children are going to prevail. They're going to get past this. Who isn't going to get past this is them two that side bitch got. And that's the facts. Paris is going to forever have to grow up knowing her mammy is a hoe and play second fiddle to a woman that loved and cared for her children and her family. That is Paris's legacy. Whereas Baby Slaw's legacy will forever be the poster child to the demise of a Black family. He's never going to be able to receive the same treatment and get the same lifestyle that the Eminem kids can receive, which is why they are so gun-ho on making or trying to make sure that he gets to live like the Eminem kids. And that is why they will never grow or get nowhere in life. Because instead of him being open and honest about his wrongdoings, he's too busy trying to make sure that motherfucking side baby gets to live in comfort the way that his children that were conceived within a marriage should be able to live. It's the fact that Cold Sore and Mel's baby mama participated in the demise of a two-parent household of 4 children while allowing that side baby to experience a two-parent union. Karma will always run circles around them. And whether he knows it or not, the more he keeps up with this, the more the karma will fall onto his children. And a lot of times narcs don't care about what their children have to experience because of their actions. So I know he don't care. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. Maria, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $5. Thank you so much for the $9 super sticker. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Journey. I really, really appreciate it. I thank y'all so much for all of y'all support. Let me see. Right. All right, y'all. We got to go ahead and get up out of here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on y'all way out. Don't forget to check out my next video because I am going to post that probably at 7 or 8 o'clock. And that's going to be the video of why the debunction of why Kimmy was not invited to Mel's name change ceremony. And then I'll start doing the rest of the videos later on in the week, not today. Thank y'all. Good night. Have a good night.